junction.
You move your hands and your toes.
Bit shaky though.
PC Nias Waddington is making sure everyone gets back on the move.
Tango 6-4, female is out of the vehicle. You want to just stop that traffic so we can get this car over on this side road? Non-injury, Mini driver at fault, she's pulled out of the junction, not looking to her right. Driver error. We've moved both vehicles to allow the road to be open. We'll be home for tea, hopefully.
With 8 million dash cams in our vehicles, we can reveal Britain's worst driving offenders, from total mayhem to absolute madness. We join Cheshire's motorway cops as they fight to keep our roads safe.
Get in this corner!
We capture the action.
We've got one casualty who's potentially serious.
I just can't believe I've done that to my car.
I'm PC Doran from Cheshire Police.
Oh, no, you see that again, bro. You see it when I told you to see it, bro.
Tested positive for cannabis already.
Do you smoke weed?
We do.
God loves a tryer.
Have you ever passed a driving test anywhere?
Driving test. Oh no.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is dashcam. It's vital evidence.
You haven't got dashcam, have you?
And proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my god!
Tonight, the hunt for an escaped convict.
He's got warning signals and he's believed to be violent.
Found him.
He's gone in the fields or the woods.
The battle to beat the boy racers.
That racing. Driving like that is ridiculous.
And the race to a serious crash.
6 northbound, with a car in route lane 1.
Every shift you just need to make sure the cars are actually fit to go out on the road. Just hope it starts now.
At Blaken Police Station, on the outskirts of Chester, it's the start of a shift for Inspector Anton Sullivan.
I ended up in Chester by accident. I was at Keele University, got drunk on graduation night, and I actually woke up at a friend's house in Chester. And I've been here ever since. I was woken up in the morning with a brew. What's your plan? I didn't have one. So I just thought, you know what, I really like this.
But it's a far cry from where Anton was raised.
I'm from Cape Town, born there. But I grew up in the Congo. Well, it was called Zaire at the time. It was an old Belgian colony, so I learned to speak French properly before I spoke English, really. Afrikaans and Dutch, I've forgotten most of it.
All patrols in the Warrington area. It's observations, police person observations. It's an absconder. He's a white male, black hair, green eyes, 5'11". He's got a beard. He's been gone since 9 o'clock this morning. He is described as high risk to the public.
There's a prison a couple of miles up the road from here in Appleton. It's been reported that one of the prisoners has absconded from there this morning. His last known address was in Yorkshire, so anticipating there's a chance he might want to thumb a lift. This is one of the country's biggest lorry parks, so it's always worth having a spin around to see if there's anybody who's knocking on doors trying to get a lift.
So you lads been here long?
Yes.
You haven't had a lad with a beard asking for a lift to West Yorkshire wandering around here?
All right.
Okay, just thought I'd ask that.
Thanks.
He's walking 4 feet off the way, because I've just come off the end of the station.
There's been a sighting of the escaped convict close to Anton's location.
01, I'm just coming off at 20 southbound. I'll have a look as well over there.
Criminals on the run will stop at nothing to make a getaway. Like when West Midlands police tried to catch this violent thief who took a stolen Fiat 500 on a rampage through the streets of Birmingham.
He's gone wrong way round the roundabout.
His shocking driving risks other motorists' lives.
He's still wrong side of the carriageway to the face of oncoming truck.
After smashing through a barrier, he speeds down a pavement before crashing into a dead end. After making a run for it, he was eventually arrested.
The end of the alleyway.
And pleaded guilty to aggravated vehicle theft, 5 burglaries, and 3 robberies. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
Okay, I'll go down to 10 from the, and come back along the 56 towards Lim. I should come across him.
Back in Cheshire, Inspector Anton Sullivan is on the hunt for an escaped prisoner.
Hotel Sierra 01. I've just stopped on the off-slip from the 56 eastbound on towards Lim. I'm just going to check the field, see if I can see anything.
Anton is joined by an officer from the dog unit who believes she's just driven past the suspect.
Hotel Sierra, I'm with the dog handler now.
Boss, just to see where that bank of trees are.
Yeah.
As I've joined the M6, he was kind of on the bend. I was committed in the M6.
Yeah.
I've just seen him and I thought it was a bit odd.
I think it's likely it could be our male, given the location. So we should have a good idea of trying to catch him if he's still in the area. He's believed to be violent, certainly dangerous. I'll come round up to the point where you last saw him if you want to track with the dog.
We Brits are obsessed with the weather, and when it comes to battling the elements on our roads, we'll take whatever's thrown at us, like earth flying off lorries, wind hazards, and even fire.
No, I've got a fire extinguisher. We have a fire extinguisher!
You've not seen that before, have you?
No.
He's believed to be violent, certainly dangerous.
In Cheshire, Inspector Anton Sullivan is trying to catch an escaped prisoner on the run.
I'll come round up to the point where you last saw him if you want to track with the dog.
Traffic has been stopped on the M6, while police search the woods at the side of the motorway.
We're just crossing now into the copse between the M6 joining south and the M6 joining north, suggesting he may have crossed the road. So if you keep the block on for now, thanks. The helicopter's in Birmingham, 2 hours away, so we're going to have to do this the hard way. Rely on our friend with 4 legs and a big nose. I just want the bugger now. Anything? Hotel Sierra 01, just an update from the dog handler. She's struggling to get a lead. The dog did initially indicate it towards a brook, so we're heading back towards that stream. Let's say if everybody just holds the positions, if he's around here, he's bound to pop up at some point. There's a culvert that runs directly underneath this junction. We're just going to try and see if we can get a view into it. If I come down the other side to there, I'll have a better view in. If we can do that without falling in. Should have stayed behind my desk today. That culvert that just runs through there, we've just checked all of that. So I've run out of immediate options. Did we have an ETA for the drone? I was just debating whether to let some of the traffic go while we're waiting for additional resources to come to scene. We're just trying to manage the backlog of traffic chaos this is causing as well, because it's getting on for rush hour as well. And the risk is the longer this goes on, the more chaos we're going to cause. Get the drone unit here, it should be here in 5 minutes, and they will have a brilliant overview, because they've got all the equipment that a helicopter's got in effect. I don't know why he's in prison, but I know he's got warning signals. He's believed to be violent.
After almost an hour on the hunt, another dog unit joins the search on the ground, with other officers getting eyes on from the sky.
I think the woods are rectangular shape, and I think he's up towards the top end of the dog handler. Who's that? Is that the dog handler?
I think that's the dog handler.
Showing significant interest in the smaller copse, which is parallel to the split road.
dog's indicating interest around this bit here.
Hello, Paulie, it's Rich, the police. What's the emergency?
There's a major car accident happened on the M56 motorway. You can see airbags deployed, a motorbike involved. I can see a man on the floor with people stood around him. I don't know if they're carrying out CPR.
We've got emergency services making as quickly as fast as they can.
Any motorway patrols got it? That's what serious RTC westbound 56.
Hotel Sierra 01.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've just picked up on that job.
It's described as multiple vehicles, 6 or above, 7 pedestrians on the motorway out of vehicles, biker on the ground, persons gathered round it.
Oh, Jesus, it doesn't rain, but it pours. When you've got a motorcyclist involved in a collision on the motorway, invariably it's potentially serious injuries because they're very vulnerable as a road user. You just want to be there, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. You have to prioritise what you can deal with. Where's the threat to life? Hiya. What have we got?
It's 3 vehicles. The Kia, the Vauxhall, and
And the bike.
motorcyclist is conscious breathing.
Medical staff, including an air ambulance doctor, are attending to the biker.
What we're going to do, guys, because we're going to fly in,
I'm just waiting for the paramedics and the air ambulance doctor to finish assessing the patient, and that then dictates what we do with this collision, whether we treat it as potentially life-threatening and get, which may result in the motorway being closed for a number of hours whilst we get the accident investigators out. At the moment, we've got all 3 lanes closed. We've got 1 casualty who's potentially serious. We're pumping a lot of drugs into him. It might just be precautionary. I mean, he's clearly taken a good hit to the back of the car.
A dashcam shows the terrifying moment the motorcyclist crashes into the back of the Kia, which had stopped in a live lane.
The dashcam covers everything. The motorcyclist is coming on the lane 3 all the way up. The Kia comes to a standstill. The van moves from lane 3 to 2 very quickly, and then the motorcyclist hits the back of the Kia.
The Corsa driver witnessed the moment the Kia came to an unexpected stop.
I was driving along here in front of me, all of a sudden braked, and I started braking, and before I knew it, I got to the side of him, I'd stopped, and the next thing, in the rear mirror, I saw this motorbike coming down, and he just went straight to the back of the Kia. But that guy's obviously with the best people now, for me, he's alright. I'm a little bit shaken up, I've remained a lot calmer than I thought I would.
It appears the accident is the result of a medical episode.
The driver of the Kia has braked. She seems to suggest she's had a spasm in her leg. She's accidentally touched the brake, which has caused her to skid across. This vehicle has hit that one, and then the motorcyclist hit the car. The motorcyclist hasn't stood a chance.
Keep pushing.
A bit more. I got sternal fracture, left humeral fracture, pelvic fracture, but obs are stable. Okay, so, all right, that's all I need to know.
The motorcyclist's injuries are serious, but not life-threatening. He is airlifted to hospital for urgent medical attention.
We can move everything to the hard shoulder and get this carriageway going. Hotel Sierra 01.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got an update for this RTC when you're ready. We don't require this motorway to be closed long term. I've now got probably a good hour's worth of tailbacks building. Just how long have we been here? 40 minutes.
everything off the motorway, and we've got the motoring public on the way home. Look at that sunset, and the sun goes down on another sunny day in Cheshire.
But Anton's day isn't done. There's still an escaped convict to track down.
Any update on our man running around the woods at Limya?
This chap's run across the front of his vehicle just at the end of the slip, so he's still somewhere around Junction 20.
He's popped up, he's ran into traffic, but nobody's got hold of him yet.
He was on the same side where you were searching.
It's been over 10 hours since the prisoner was last behind bars.
I am for sure for that plate. I'll head towards.
And as the police close in, he makes a run for it.
Found him. Just got eyes on him from there.
It's going to the fields or the woods on the other side of the slip. The drone's right on top of it.
I just need you to confirm for me, has he gone onto the motorway network, or is he actually still in the fields? Negative.
Got it underground.
The convict disappears behind the tree line. As officers hunt for him in the woods, he gets away. But his freedom is short-lived.
Breaking news tonight, and a prisoner on the run in Cheshire was finally arrested at Manchester Piccadilly train station. The man, originally convicted of burglary, is now back behind bars at H&B Thorncross in Warrington.
He was slippery as an eel. He got away from us initially, despite our best efforts, but he didn't get far. We do get there in the end. We all come together for the same aim, and that is to catch people who shouldn't be out and about, to get the criminals and put them back where they belong. That was a good result all around, I think.
What's the rap of the day? And by that, I don't want you now sort of like coming out with some beatbox.
PC Nyers Waddington is filling up before a late shift.
Thank you.
He's been assigned to a big operation.
Ah, brilliant. Don't know when you're going to eat next. Tonight there's a planned car meet, potentially over 1,000 vehicles coming to the Cheshire area. Our aim is to disrupt them and just move them on. So they think no matter where we go, it's game over. It's a show of force by the police to basically just say to them, it ain't happening. Did that race it? Oh. Let's see which one I'm going to. That Beamer, looks like the Merc. The white Mercedes, I'm not sure if it's a C-Class.
Nyers needs to stop these reckless drivers, turning Cheshire's roads into a racetrack. Gangs of fast car fanatics hold car meets to show off their souped-up vehicles, using public roads as their own rally course. But this high-octane hobby can be extremely dangerous. Like in Birmingham, where crowds of petrol heads turn the street into their personal drag strip. A young child is used as a race starter, despite the serious hazards. West Midlands Police arrested over 250 people. But it wasn't just boy racers involved. The eldest was 60 years old.
Like shelling peas.
Back in Cheshire, and PC Nias Waddington is on a car meet crackdown, starting with a group of drivers already cajoling for pole position. He can only stop one, so he goes for the weaving Merc.
Driving licence. Driving like that is ridiculous. I've got to tell you now, you are going to be dealt with for offence of due care and attention. Why are you driving like that? Stupid, because you're going to some car meet. Absolutely dangerous. Is this vehicle registered to you and insured to you? Does the person know you're driving like that? No. I will come back and I will give you some paperwork.
I wasn't driving the best.
Looks like managed to get in between a couple of the car racer meet boys, and one's going to get a tour for due care and attention.
Nice one. Yeah, you got Mercedes E220 in white. Hell is on insurance.
You're not showing on the insurance of the vehicle. I need physical proof that your name is on some insurance policy or agreement, and if you haven't got it, I am seizing your vehicle under section 165 of the Road Traffic Act. So the time is 8:43. I'm going to give you to 8:50, so you got 7 minutes. All right.
The UK's roads are a vital part of us Brits getting our favourite foods delivered. Ooh. Our eyes light up at a donut. We drool over bangers, and everyone loves a sandwich.
Driving like that is ridiculous.
PC Nias Waddington is dealing with a boy racer on borrowed time.
I need physical proof that your name is on some insurance policy. So you got 7 minutes. All right. As it stands at this moment in time, he's uninsured on that vehicle.
With the clock ticking, the driver finally digs out his documents.
Oh, this is the email there.
So, having seen that, the policy is valid, but I take it you're going to this car meet.
No, I'm not going to car meet.
So where were you going?
Just going to get some food.
Right, where do you live?
Burnage.
Right, how far is that from here?
Quite far, yeah.
It's over 25 miles away.
I take it there's no food places there then?
I was going with my mates.
Where's your mates?
They've gone off.
They've gone off? Were they in the other cars who you were sort of like racing and undertaking and stuff? It's not good, mate.
I know.
With everything going on, would you have been able to stop in a distance you could see to be clear by driving like that if somebody stepped out? Answer, no, you wouldn't. You've probably seriously injured or potentially killed somebody, all because you're doing whatever with your mates. All right, lecture over.
Nothing I can say that fixes this.
There's nothing on God's green earth you can say. You can't even give me a valid reason why you've been driving like that.
There's no reason to it, I know. There isn't. Again, I apologise to you.
Right. Drive safely, mate. I think you're going to that car meet, so all I will say to you, if you get stopped again, you're talking section 59 notices and your vehicle being seized. They're driving like absolute balloons. I like that word. Balloon is the word of today. Balloon. Next vehicle stop and the driving's horrendous. They're getting called balloons. Uniform 6-6. You've got a couple of vehicles along the A57. These are spotter vehicles. just in case any police vehicles do turn up so they can give them the heads up.
With suspected lookout vehicles dotted along the makeshift race circuit, Niaz has got his work cut out.
There's another. It's like they've all plotted off to use this as a track. This is just going to be like getting your fishing rod into a pond and you're getting a bite every time now. He's not hanging around. Just to clock the speed on that, showing 107. Absolutely ridiculous, that speed. Why is he going? 107. Take away the calibration. 107. 104. Wonder where he wants to go at the speed he's going at. Uniform 66, BA. Can I have a moving vehicle check, please? A49 Ford Fiesta. Yeah, it's going to be reported for 104. Do you know what speed you were doing? You don't think so? No. 104. Is there any reason for the speed you're going? No? Obviously, it's not something I can brush under the carpet or anything. I know. Even though I'm a fellow Man United fan as well. All right. Potentially, mate, you'd be looking at a ban. How long have you been driving for? 2020. You still within your first 2 years? You're going to have to reset your test as well by the looks of things. 96 is the cut-off point for 3 points. Anything over 96, it's a summons to court where potentially you're facing a disqualification. It's one of them, mate. There's only one winner with speed. Just give us a couple of minutes and I'll get back to you.
Within 2 years of passing their test, new drivers can only collect a maximum of 6 points on a licence, rather than the usual 12. This young driver could be facing a ban.
Uniform 66. On his DL, can you just check if he's still within his 2 years?
Yeah, of course, will be. Yeah, he's inside 2 years, 2020, he's got no place.
He's got no licence once I've finished dealing with him. Mail reported for excess speed 104. So what will happen is, because you are within your 2 years, you will have to end up taking an extended test. It is what it is. It's not your Saturday night you want, mate, but that right foot, because there's car cruises going on tonight.
I'm not even, mate, I was going to the pub so I was going to fall.
Alright. Why are you watching them when you wear a Man United top? Alright, okay, I'll give you that one. Drive safely. Alright, take care. miles an hour, not acceptable. For somebody inexperienced as well, not even out of his 2 years of driving, people like that shouldn't be on the roads. Why? Why do it?
Showing no insurance. Checked and confirmed.
What was it?
On the M56, Inspector Anton Sullivan has eyes on an illegal driver.
Yeah, I think it's just gone through 10. I'll just catch up with it.
At the moment, I don't know what I'm dealing with. I've got a vehicle in front of me that they're telling me is uninsured.
When pursuing uninsured vehicles, the police have to be ready for anything. Like in Greater Manchester, when police try to pull over this car for having no insurance. The 22-year-old behind the wheel makes off, swerving onto a slip road. At almost 100 miles an hour. He speeds into oncoming traffic before recklessly turning at a T-junction. After the police finally caught up with him, he was found guilty of failing to stop, dangerous driving, driving without a licence and driving without insurance. He was sentenced to 1 year in jail and disqualified from driving for 18 months.
I'll just find somewhere to stop it and see what we've got.
On the M56, Inspector Anton Sullivan is pulling over an uninsured driver.
Is this your vehicle? Can you just come and sit in the back of my car? What driving licence is this?
It's a Dutch licence. I used to live in Holland, so I work for a Dutch company.
I mean, that vehicle is uninsured.
I have to talk to my boss, because my boss has worked all that out. It's a company car.
You've got 6 points, which is for driving without due care and attention.
You say he's got 6 points?
Yes, yes.
Driving without insurance is another 6 points. This driver could end up losing his licence.
You want me to call my boss?
Yeah.
Ik ben gestopt gezet door de politie, omdat ze zeggen dat mijn auto niet verzekerd is. So what happens if it isn't insured?
Well, it's normally points and a fine. Because actually I could take the vehicle off you. The issue is it's your responsibility.
So there's only been a quote done. It looks like it isn't insured though. I'm gonna go mad at him.
I'll arrange to get the vehicle seized. I'll drop you off at Limb Services. Here you've got someone who's not a criminal, but he's not done the checks to make sure that the vehicle he's using as part of his job is legal.
You watch just me up then as well, is because when I've got my pregnant girlfriend in the car as well and you're not insured, driving without full insurance, that's not something I want to be doing.
You sound like you're from up here. You speak Dutch with a Dutch accent.
I know, well, when I'm in Holland they'll just think I'm Dutch, and when I'm in England they'll just English.
I'm the same with French. I grew up in the Congo.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
My first language
Really?
is French. When I speak French, it sounds...
You just sound French, yeah.
Sound like I'm from Belgium. So I understood a lot of what you were saying on the phone because as part of my school...
You have the Flams and...
Flemish.
Yeah, Flemish, yeah.
Nice guy at the end of the day, in a different world, you never know. Be sitting there having a discussion about the same thing over a pint, not on the side of the M6 while he's about to have to walk home, and I'm disappearing off with his car.
It's one of those where now I'll make sure I look at every aspect.
I think you and everybody else that you know.
I know, yeah, indeed.
Somebody owes you an apology, I think.
Just drop me off anywhere here, mate.
There you go. Sometimes you do feel sorry for people, and I do for him. But to be fair, he's got the right attitude, but there is no choice. People have got to be insured. T-brake, definitely.
Uniform 6-6, there's about 60 plus joining the M6 southbound.
In Lim, the Fast are making PC Niaz Waddington furious as he tries to put the brakes on a gang of boy racers.
There's too much going on because they're splitting up in pockets. I'm gonna get this balloon here for his speed, 103, and his number plate, 2 for 1.
But some young drivers are bold enough to take on the police, like the 19-year-old in this Audi, making off from one of Niaz's Cheshire colleagues. He races onto the motorway, hitting speeds of a staggering 157 miles per hour. He's eventually stopped and pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, failing to stop and driving without insurance. He was sentenced to 12 months in prison.
as he gets past this on-slip.
Back on the M6, PC Niaz Waddington is behind a boy racer he's clocked, putting his foot down at over 100 miles per hour.
Do you know why I've stopped you? Go on, why have I stopped you? A bit fast. No, I'm pacing you. I'm not following you, I'm pacing you, which I have done. I don't have to pace you 3/10 of a mile, I've paced you longer than that. What speed do you reckon I've got you at? 103, I've got you at. So I think you know what's coming. You've got your driving licence on you, and also you've got a number plate which doesn't conform. Why do you have to wait? You take your V5 document to Alfred's, and they'll do it there and then for you. Are you aware that 103 miles an hour, you're probably looking at a disqualification, so the number plate's the least of your problems, isn't it? So, I'll be back shortly.
Only doing a one and I'll hurt him.
Silly boy. Silly boy. He's going to lose his licence, or he'll have to tell the courts why he's driving in such a manner.
On that licence, there are no points currently.
Yeah, I don't think he's having a licence for long once I've done the file. There's your licence back. What'll happen is you'll be receiving a court summons in the post. It's not worth it. It isn't. I can understand wanting to go to a car meet and everything else. I get that. And we're not here to spoil that, but driving like that, mate, you're the third one tonight I've had. What's good is when you get somebody saying, do you know what speed you're doing, 100. So they know themselves exactly what they're doing.
The presence of Niaz and other Cheshire patrols has finally put the boy racers off, and the roads are returning to normal.
Hotel uniform 6-6, there's nothing going on. It's been up and down.
Drop that service, thanks for your update.
So we go. Yep. Let's make like a tree. Get out of here.
PC's Ian Cosgrove and Matt Turner are double crewed for their night shift.
Are you taking your big coat? No. What's the forecast? Dry. Are you just saying that?
No, it is dry.
You can hold something over my head.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Ready to rock.
MH Mike Oscar 18. M6 northbound. It's got a car in route lane 1. It's 3 vehicles stopped by lane. I've gone past it, it's going to turn out at 90 and run down. Signal the lane 1 closure with emergency complete.
Well, do not worry.
We're just joining M6 northbound now at junction 18. Are highways attending also?
Yes, sir, CPA 10 minutes.
The issue we've got is we've got a vehicle on the motorway on its roof. It's dark and there's no visibility.
A vehicle on its roof on the main carriageway of the M6. You don't really know what's in it, you just don't know until you get there.
Approximately 25% of vehicle collisions are caused by reversing. And our dash cams are ideal for backing up claims of who's in the wrong when it comes to rear-ending.
We've got a vehicle on its roof. It's dark and there's no visibility.
On the M6, PC's Ian Cosgrove and Matt Turner are responding to a 999 call for a car that has overturned.
We've already got red X in lane 1. Can we stretch them out to lane 2 as well then, please?
Because of where it is, we've asked for 2 lanes of the motorway to be closed. She's flipped over towards the central reservation, but obviously she's ended up in lane 1 on a roof, so a bit of an experience for the driver.
Just a lapse in concentration. I stupidly hit the car in front, and all of a sudden I was up in the air. I hit it, and I just remember being upside down and seemed to be sliding for ages. It took forever, and I couldn't get out the car because I didn't know whether I was going to step into a live lane or not. I didn't know where I was totally disorientated.
The last 20 minutes, have you had anything to drink, anything to eat?
Nothing at all.
Big breath in, and then continual blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you. That's enough. There you go. Just analyse now.
That's a
0. This driver's gone into the back of a Range Rover, which has blown 0.
Can I have a drink now?
Yeah, you can have a drink.
Not a drink.
No,
it's just cut. It's just the orange juice this landscape
by all
is.
means, yeah, you can have it. You're okay though, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? I've only got a scratch on my hand and that's it.
It's done its job then, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's just metal and plastic, but it's done the right thing. It's kept her safe and she's walking there, she's fine.
There was glass in my ears, but as you can see, I can't believe how undamaged I am, considering the damage to the car. I've only got a little bit of a scratch. It's only glass. It's an out.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, I saw a car flick up in the air.
Right.
And first I thought she'd gone into the other carriageway.
Right.
And then I saw all the sparks on this side. And I could see she was sliding down on the roof. And
Right.
as I was coming up behind, she almost came to a...
Have you got a dash cam?
No.
No.
I could see she'd come to a stop here. Because I'm a nurse, I stopped and got out in case I was needed. I couldn't see anybody in the car. I was really worried. But luckily, I can't believe it, she just climbed out.
Sometimes people get out of absolute wrecks of cars. I mean, she's very lucky, but she's obviously had a seatbelt and everything on.
I just can't believe that I've disrupted everybody's life. And I've done that to my car. Like an idiot.
So I did that one. I'm sure if they're the wrong way up, they're no good anymore. The highways agency are here now, they're on scene, and they'll sort out clearing the carriageway and we'll resume. So everyone's a winner.
She's had a look.
Very lucky not to be injured.
I'll tell you what, I think I should have asked her.
police have a wanted man under arrest. PC Andy Doran is dealing with another occupant in the suspect car.
There's a dog in the car, or is it a cat? Take this out of the way. Don't want to lose this on the motorway. Just open this door, mate. I don't want to go and drop this. There you go. You take hold of your little dog. Yeah, tiny, mate. Honestly, I thought it was a cat. Oh, no, absolutely.
With 8 million dash cams in our vehicles, we can reveal Britain's worst driving offenders. From total mayhem to absolute madness. We join Cheshire's motorway cops as they fight to keep our roads safe.
Get in this car!
We capture the action.
We've got one casualty who's potentially serious.
I just can't believe I've done that to my car.
I'm PC Doran from Cheshire Police.
Oh, no, you see that again, bro. You see it when I told you to see it, bro.
Tested positive for cannabis already.
Are you smoking?
We do.
Dog loves a tryer. Have you ever passed a driving test anywhere?
Driving test. Oh no.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is dashcam. It's vital evidence.
You haven't got dash cam, have you?
And proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my God!
Tonight,
Can't explain what's going on. My heart is absolutely pounding.
a driver finds himself in a sticky situation.
Registration plate's been altered, so we need to work out why.
There's madness on the motorway.
How close is
Then going through. Could end up having an accident here with this balloon.
Boxcars, move up, move up, move up.
And in rural Cheshire,
Declaring a pursuit, vehicles failing to stop.
a breakaway driver starts a high-speed game of hide and seek.
Oh, where's he gone here?
You ready, Ames?
I'm ready.
Throwing your big heavy bag here. What have you got in here? A bowling ball? Round this way.
No, it's just lots of lip gloss and hair stuff and a few chargers. Oh, some sunglasses, 5 pairs of gloves, 2 pairs of waterproof pants, 3 high visors. Oh, some sun cream, because you lot are always burning your heads.
Have you actually got all that in there?
Yeah, actually have.
Sharing the load on today's shift are PC Amy Hollis and PC Alan Broadhurst.
What would our team name be? Alaim.
What?
Alaim instead of
Well, that's people.
Alan.
People could misinterpret that to lame.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we won't go with that.
Amal.
That's just the opposite way round, you idiot.
I know, but what does it sound like?
Oh my
And Amy's not the only one on the roads engaged in a bit of wordplay.
That registration plate's been altered.
Also, uniform 5-4?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're behind a vehicle and it's got a clearly altered plate.
That N isn't an N. I don't know what it's meant to be, but it's not an N.
What's the matter? He's covered up then.
It's not covered up. He's altered it with tape or something similar.
We're going to put a stopping on it to try and work out why he's altered it.
Sometimes it can be document offences, or it's if they're using the vehicle in crime just to mask the identity of the car.
He's looking around, mate. I reckon he's going to go soon.
Yeah, we've got no vehicles for cover. Just along, I think he may be aware of our presence. He's doing a lot of looking round now, scratching his head, etc. A bit nervous.
Cars on false number plates are often a sign of serious criminality. Like this VW on clone plates being pursued by Cheshire Police in Warrington. 3 patrol cars try to force the driver to a stop. But he escapes the wrong way down a motorway slip road before driving into oncoming traffic along a busy M62.
Vehicles are having to swerve out of the way.
The driver abandons his car and attempts to flee on foot.
Stay there!
He's finally captured
I'm not.
and pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, driving without insurance, driving without a licence, driving on false number plates and possession of Class B drugs. He was sentenced to 1 year in prison and disqualified from driving for 4.5 years.
Got one male on board. Glasses on by the looks of it.
Back in Ellesmere Port, PC's Amy Hollis and Alan Broadhurst are on the tail of a driver whose number plate has been changed with sticky tape.
Lane 2 towards the town centre.
And Amy spotted another naughty addition to the car's rear end.
This is bumper sticker. It says, I love.
He's taking the lane, turn right. I don't know if that's because he's aware of us.
Maybe I'll just box him in if he parks up. Hang on. Stand by.
Yeah, he's pulling into a parking space. We're just going to pull up alongside and stop him moving. Stay there. Stay there. Right, mate.
Uniform.
Just wondering why.
Uniform 5-4, vehicle stop, mail detained.
Come on, jump out. I know what's going on with you, buddy. Why?
That's my work colleagues, isn't that funny?
Alright, sit in the back, mate.
Do you have any ID on you, buddy?
Yeah, do you mind explaining what's going on? My heart is absolutely pounding.
Bumper stickers can be a fun way to personalise our vehicles. But some cars should use them as a warning.
He's an absolute different breed of he is.
Whether it's dangerous driver on board,
Oh my god!
honk if you hate my driving, or caution, this driver's round the bend. It's clear the only tools left in these vehicles are the drivers.
Do you have any ID on you, buddy?
Do you mind explaining what's going on? My heart is absolutely pounding.
In Cheshire, PC's Amy Hollis and Alan Broadhurst are dealing with a driver who has a dodgy number plate and an even dodgier bumper sticker.
Your registration plate's been altered,
Oh, just that sticker, is that the only thing?
so we need to
That
work
I
out.
sticker, yeah. That's my work colleagues, isn't that funny? Yeah.
No, the fact that your registration plate
Right.
has been edited. So instead of it saying what it should say,
Right.
it says something different. So we need to work out why.
I've got no idea. Can I just ask?
Yes.
Has it been changed like a pen or something?
Piece of tape, it looks like,
No.
from what I've seen.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't do that, would I?
If you look at that sticker
That's
there,
just been done, yeah.
it looks clean, whereas the car is not clean.
Could be a prank.
Because you have committed a moving traffic offence by having your registration plate obscured, I'm going to require you to provide me some samples. And right, spare me 2 seconds, I need to get something out my bag there.
Says clearly just been.
He's
put
saying
on.
his mates put it on.
Yeah. So he has been pranked.
All right, sweet. Apparently they've only just put that I love sticker on, have they?
Well, they did. They've done 3 now. I didn't know. That little tiny one didn't know.
Is this your work colleague?
Yeah, they think they're funny. Yeah.
Mate, they're not funny.
I know.
You need to tell them.
Not well now for this.
It's
Taking
not
it fine.
Right, so, this is our drug swipe here. Do you consent to provide me a specimen?
Well, it's either that or I get arrested, isn't it?
Ultimately, yes. Okay. Yeah, just along your tongue. Let's have a quick look at that now. Thank you. That's great. So that goes in here. So what will happen is there'll be one line there.
Right.
If there's another line next to it, then that indicates a positive sample.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any drugs in the car?
No.
No? So what they're doing at the moment is they're searching the vehicle. The object of the search is to determine if there's anything in the vehicle that shouldn't be there.
Could be a prank, but you've got to check, haven't you? It's pretty messy. It's got bin bags, so we can tidy it up. There's nothing in the car, so I'm leaning towards this lad's colleagues who played a prank on him.
So, this is the test here. It's got the 2 lines that indicate that the test has worked, and next to it you can see the line that indicates positive for cannabis. So at the moment you are under arrest on suspicion of Section 5A Road Traffic Act, drug driving.
The suspect will be taken into custody for a blood test to determine if he is over the drug drive limit.
Jump in there and I'll stick your seatbelt on.
The thing for me is, yes, he's fallen foul of a prank, and it's not turned out the way his mates probably thought it was, a bit of fun. But, drug driver off the road?
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's a prank which, unluckily for him, has gone a bit wrong.
Skew whiff.
Yeah. Skew whiff. That's one of mine, that.
I know, I like it.
Yeah.
I haven't had skew whiff in ages.
Yeah.
Here. Jimmy Cranky.
PC Matt Turner has been in Cheshire's Roads and Crime driving seat for 18 years.
The first cop from our family, really. We're not a family of cops where it's come down through the generations of the first one, so... The wife's not really interested, really. I try and go in and pick myself up, but she's not bothered.
APR hits Vauxhall Quarter and Silver, believed to be leasing vehicles to nominal tonight. No insurance showing for it now. It does say it's likely to fail to stop.
So we've got a car coming north, got a mark on it, some lad lends it out for whatever purposes, but it's, I think it's previously failed to stop. We've got a patrol further south that's waiting, and then we're up here as well, but let's keep eyes peeled.
On the lookout at the next junction is PC Rich Woodward.
Got me crime binoculars though. Binoculars for seeing Regis. Turner will suddenly say, "Oh, I'm behind it now at junction 19."
Mike Oscar 2-1.
Mike Oscar 2-1.
That course has come under me at Knutsford.
There you go. Told you that would happen. It's at junction 19.
I've got visual on it now. 556 towards the 56. Got about 4 vehicles for cover. Not going to be aware of my presence.
Matt Turner's managed to pick it up, so I'll just try and catch up with him. Try and see if I can assist him getting it stopped.
Mike Oscar 2-1, any deviation at all?
No, not at all. It's currently at 70.
Oh my god. Get out of the way.
Mike Oscar 2-1, just to update you, it's now on the dedicated spur for the M56. I've got 2 vehicles for cover, identity, age and number of occupants on there.
Just a couple of miles behind Matt now, catching him up, so it shouldn't be too long till we get with him.
With concerns about whether the car will stop, 2 more patrols join the pursuit.
Just don't know who's behind the wheel of that car. There's some people that don't think rationally out there. Something quite minor can turn into something quite major very quickly.
When suspects know the police are onto them, some will risk everything to avoid arrest. Like this drug dealer trying to escape from police in Leicestershire. He hits speeds of over 100 miles per hour in a 40 zone, dangerously weaving in and out of oncoming traffic. He goes the wrong way down a one-way street. The suspect then abandons the car and attempts to flee on foot. The driver was found guilty of driving whilst disqualified, drink driving, intent to supply Class A drugs and dangerous driving. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison and disqualified from driving for 3 years.
Committed through 6.
Back on the M56 in Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Rich Woodward are on the tail of an uninsured vehicle.
So the plan is we're just going to go through what's called a compliant or a routine stop. So we'll do the follow me off at junction 6.
Which lane are you in, Matt?
It's lane 3 of 4 at the moment at the split for Terminal 1. We've got 4 patrols with us now, so...
Platform behind the Cheshire Patrols now.
The suspect vehicle is at the turn-off for Manchester Airport.
As the lights are coming to a stop, if I go to the front, I'm going to come up behind. See one, we've got it stop if you have to hit the lights.
Brad received.
See you, aren't we? Come jump in with me, mate. You alright, yeah? So I'm not shaking your hands, come here. Take a seat in there. See you alright? Is it your car?
Yeah.
Where are you off to, the airport, or?
I after tomorrow fly.
Where to?
Bulgaria.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You got a driving licence?
Yes.
Insurance to drive?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Thank you. Oh, provisional. Where's your full driving licence?
No.
You ever passed a driving test anywhere?
Driving test. No.
No, you never done one?
Because my wife, professional driver license. Headache, now.
She's what? She had a headache?
Yeah,
so she asked you to drive?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Do you have a driving licence at all? Is it a UK one or Bulgarian? Hungary? Oh, sorry. Oh, so it's expired? Oh, right. So you've got a Hungarian licence that's expired? Okay, I'm with you. Matthew!
Hello.
You said you got a Hungarian licence, but it expired in 2020.
Oh, right.
So she couldn't supervise anyway.
She's not got a driving licence anyway.
Car, you have insurance?
Huh?
You have insurance?
Yeah, but you haven't got a driving licence. Driving insurance, but you haven't got a driving licence. Who have you bought this car off then?
My friend, she gave me that one.
You got to give it him back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week I paid £500 for deposit and anything in insurance in the car.
You paid your friend for the
Yeah.
insurance?
Yes.
I think he's had your money.
Yeah.
Right, so listen to me very carefully. So you'll be reported for driving without a licence and insurance. You've only got a provisional driving licence. And you said you got insurance on there, but you haven't got any insurance. So the car's going to be seized.
I need to go home,
Need to phone a taxi. Taxi, there's one.
Taxi! Taxi's arrived. Bye-bye.
Some bloke, or the owner of this car, has obviously had probably a substantial amount of money off this guy to hire in this car. The guy's out of pocket today, he's having a bad day enough as it is. He's got to get his wife and his little lad to wherever they're going now and sort that out. And, I mean, going on holiday is stressful enough. My head would really explode by now. That was me, but seems to take it all in his stride.
My plan is to follow the nice weather wherever it goes, to avoid all the clouds.
Inspector Anton Sullivan is no stranger to sunny climes.
Born and bred in Africa, came here to go to school, never went back. And I like Cheshire, I like the location. I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd rather live.
Police emergency. I'm on the M6 and HGV's just basically crashed into the side of me.
Are you on the hard shoulder now?
I am, yeah. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Sorry, love. I'm in the right state, yeah.
No, I understand that. And just to confirm, is there 3 lanes there?
There are four lanes, each HGV's in the fast lane, he's on the other side.
Mike Oscar, Mike Sierra Patrols, 19 to 20 northbound on the M6. We've got a vehicle, HGV and car RTC. Car's on the hard shoulder, HGV is level M4, just past the Berlin junction.
We've got a collision with a lorry and a car. Saying the car's on the hard shoulder, but the lorry's in the 4th lane. That will cause chaos, that. Hotel Sierra 01. What's the location? It's north of 19, did you say?
In the Barwood 20, sir.
You've got traffic stopped or broken down or debris or crashed cars in a live lane, and that, you know, especially if people are trying to force their way through, it makes responding to the incident difficult. It also makes it dangerous for the people who maybe have seen.
A good work ethic can get you far. But on British roads, some drivers are barely qualified for the job.
Jesus!
From terrible timekeeping...
Oh, that was a nasty one.
...to cutting corners. It's no wonder so many need a disciplinary.
I'm just a couple of miles off 19, so I'll look to put a rolling block on as I approach it.
On the M6 in Cheshire, Inspector Anton Sullivan is responding to a collision between a car and an HGV.
What we're going to have to do is bring all the traffic to a stop. So I've got the do not pass lighting board on, and I'll start bringing the traffic to a stop. The idea with this is we bring the traffic to a halt gradually. It's safer with everybody behind. Right, now the trick is I'm going to have to try and catch the traffic as it comes on from 2 junctions here.
Anton now has 6 lanes of motorway traffic under control.
So also the tricky bit is making sure people don't sneak past. Right, full block on. HGV's moved across to the hard shoulder, so I'm going to release the blocks on all carriageways received.
Thank you.
Well, that was a challenge, wasn't it? Trying to stop 6 lanes of traffic with one unmarked car. But it can be done. That's why you've just got to be really decisive. I've not had something that difficult to put a block on before. So just going to go check what's involved, see if everybody's all right.
The HGV has collided with this driver in her electric SUV.
It was just when he slammed, you know, because you think you're going to go over, but I think when you're being electric...
Did you spin, did you?
I think when you're being electric, the weights kept it, yeah.
So it's going to be a case of exchange details and the insurance company will resolve it all, but the main thing is you're all right.
I think he's not seen me in his blind spot and hit me, so I just spun round, shook up and sick. And I look like I want to cry, but I want to go and get my insurance details swapped.
Hi, you all right? You okay?
Yeah. He'd had the low compounds here and it's clipped in his sets.
Okay. Well done for moving across as soon as I got the traffic stopped. Okay, well listen, I'll leave you with it.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't always go exactly to plan, but that wasn't luck. Experience, the training, is what allows you to judge when and where you can do things like that, particularly when you've got a busy road. At the end of the day, we've got the right result. Traffic's moving, everybody's safe. The only damage is to paintwork and a bit of bodywork, and everybody will be able to get on in a sec. These roads are really safe. It's only when things go wrong that hazards and dangers start to appear. And a lot of our job is about minimising, managing those risks and hazards. Right, let's see if we can keep the rest of the county safe. It's lovely, it's glorious. Would I want to be in work? No.
But PC Nias Waddington doesn't have to wait too long for some time off.
Off to Turkey, so I had to watch the older waistline. Weighed myself over a week ago and I was like 15.5. So I was like, bloody hell. So I've been cutting out eating crap. No bread, no chocolate. I've lost 7 pounds. The goal is about 14.8, so I've got 4 pounds to go. It's doable, but the last couple are always difficult.
Comes up BMW white. It's currently on a 12-month ban. It looks like this definitely needs stopping.
Yesterday there was a AMPR on a white 5 Series BMW, believed being used by a disqualified driver. Today it's hit again, so we're just plotting off now, seeing movement of the vehicle.
The suspect car has been tracked to a gym car park in Warrington.
It's his vehicle there anyway, so we've got a good eyeball of it.
While the BMW's driver works up a sweat, Nias opts to play it cool.
There's no offence being in charge of a vehicle whilst disqualified. You need to see him driving. It's cat and mouse, cat and mouse. With any job involving a vehicle, the last thing you want is a pursuit. You can get them whilst they're sat in the vehicle and block the vehicle in. It's just planning it right. Come on, BMW. Is that our man? Yes, it is. Mike Oscar 25 Eagle Eye. The vehicle's just about to move off. Our TACAD has put it down for a routine stop. I'll put that in as soon as it moves off. If it does fail to stop, obviously, it'll be going onto the network. Vehicle has moved off. It's on the main road now. Right, the vehicle is going over towards the Travelodge area, so it may come to a natural stop.
Correct, received.
He's pulled into the harvester. I'll update you. I've blocked the vehicle in. I'll speak to the driver now. All right, mate. Right, you are a disqualified driver. Yeah. Can I just have your keys, mate? And I'm going to have a chat with you. Do you want to jump out and just jump in the back of my car and we'll see how we want to deal with this? How's your workout?
Not worth it now, like.
Right, I'm just going to park my car up, mate, so I'm not blocking anybody in. You come here for something to eat?
Yeah.
Would it have been protein?
Yeah.
Right, so first question, are you disqualified from driving?
Yeah. Literally a couple of months left as well.
How did you become disqualified?
It was drink driving.
So, you are aware you shouldn't be driving whilst you were banned?
Yeah.
Why have you continued to drive whilst disqualified?
Just literally, to be honest with you, I haven't really been. It was just today, because I couldn't get up to the gym.
Did you go there yesterday to the gym?
Did I go yesterday? I don't think so, you know.
Alright, okay. At this moment, you have been detained in relation to driving a motor vehicle whilst disqualified. Okay, and as a result of that, you're not going to have any insurance, so your vehicle is going to be seized.
We're looking at another year ban on top, isn't it?
All I will say, mate, is I wouldn't even contemplate getting another vehicle or driving, because what will eventually happen is if you will go to prison for it, mate, and it's not worth it. I'll let you out and get whatever you need from the vehicle. I hope the workout was worthwhile. I don't know if he said he was on legs today, but definitely need them in future if he wants to get from his home address to there. Unfortunately, he's now learnt the hard way. So 1-0 to Cheshire Police. And now we're off to McDonald's for a box salad.
Okay, move forward. Okay. Just another foot. Keep going, keep going. Stop.
Also keeping an eye on the scales is PC Andy Doran.
Okay, yeah, no problems at all. Sorted there.
You're going to weigh yourself?
You can weigh yourself first.
I dare.
It's a weigh-in, it's a boxing match.
Listen. There you go.
You can transfer in the way, aren't you?
No.
Oh, look at that. Perfect 10. If I'm heavier than you... Get off it, you. Went at 80, there you go, I'll have that. Roll this kit on. Let's go and do some proper work.
Double crewed with Special Constable Craig, Andy's on the lookout for measurements of a different kind.
This one here now, we're doing 92 miles an hour here, lane 4. But then the car in front is doing a similar speed as well. So if I go across to lane 3, we've got this one, and we've got that one. Hobson's choice. So he's consistent at 90. You know, the majority of accidents, I think, from speed.
When drivers risk it all to shave seconds off their journey, their need for speed puts other road users in danger.
What's going on?
But 1 in 4 of the most serious collisions are down to reckless racers.
Christ!
So when drivers can't stick to the limits, there might just be a traffic cop up ahead to help with the brakes on.
Just look how close it's going from.
With 2 cars vying for pole position, Andy decides it's the Mercedes that deserves a pit stop.
I'm going to slow right the way down because I want him to overtake me. It's all the way back now, we're doing like 60 miles an hour. Look at that, look how slow he's going. Get ready with the follow me.
After clocking him doing over 90 miles per hour, Andy's now concerned by this driver's dangerously slow speeds.
Look at that. Down to 30 miles an hour on the motorway. I'm going to end up having an accident here with this balloon.
What are you doing?
Driving on British roads
What are you doing, bro?
should be a carefully choreographed routine. But some road users have 2 left feet.
Why?
They forget the moves and step on other drivers' toes.
Oh, there's going to be a crash. There's a crash.
Resulting in a low score from this dashcam judge.
I can see that coming from a mile away. No observations, either of them.
He's right the way back there. Do you know? Follow me on, mate.
Back on the M6, PC Andy Doran is pulling over a driver who has clocked over 90 miles per hour.
Make sure he brings his driving licence, Rutherford, mate. Cheers. He's got one.
You take a seat in the back of this car for me, please, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Why do you think I've stopped you?
I have no idea.
You've no idea at all?
Yes, sir.
What's the speed limit on the motorway, sir?
80, 75, 80.
No, what is the speed limit? It's a limit. There's a number, one number. There isn't a guide between numbers. It's
70. 70 is
right, what speed were you travelling at today?
I was over 70.
Over 70?
Yeah.
What speed over 70 were you?
Maybe around 80, 85.
This is your vehicle direct ahead of me. Where the heck's that video gone now? Just bear with me, just an IT technical issue. I'm going to show you the video so you can know.
Tell me about it. I'm working IT. I keep getting that every day.
Technology, it's terrible. Come on, play. 85 miles an hour, we get behind you. 87, 88, 92, 95. I've moved over. Look how close you are to the car in front.
It was not intentional.
Wasn't intentional, but what's your stopping distance if that car had put the brakes on?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
The other thing is, when I passed you, you stuck in lane 3. Then you dropped your speed to like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, because I was not sure why this is happening.
No, was anybody else slowing down?
There were some more people.
No, they weren't.
If your vehicle is marked as police, I would have definitely come and stopped, but I was not sure.
Right. The speed limit is 70 miles an hour. Do you understand that?
Yeah, yes.
So always remember that, because if you're going over 70, you may end up getting stopped like you have today.
Sure.
So all that extra speed that you put into your driving has now been completely lost because I've stopped you. Mind as you go, there's your driving licence back. 70 miles an hour is the speed limit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Take care. You can never predict anything. It's who's behind the wheel. That's the difference. The thought speed limit up to the motorway there was between 70 and 80. Didn't know we did ranges, thought we did an actual fixed speed limit. It's just unbelievable.
Right, now we go hunting.
PC Rich Woodward is halfway through his night shift.
Come on, let's have some. Let's have some.
The vehicle that we're looking for, it's a BMW in black. Showing insurance not held previously, failed to stop for officers. Any patrol able to take a look?
Roger, I'm at 90. We were looking for this BMW, which we're now behind. Previously failed to stop last week on nights in Warrington. Intelligence says that it's an uninsured driver, provisional licence with Intel Ford trucks. So we're just working out some tactics to get to stop safely.
I believe the assumption is he's going to fail to stop again. The back on this BMW will be for preemptive tactics. Okay, Michael, unmarked Michael still wants things likewise, unmarked, feedback. I'll submit with them shortly.
With Rich taking the lead, 3 patrols are now racing to bring the suspect vehicle to a stop. They're planning a manoeuvre known as Tactical Pursuit and Containment, or TPAC.
He's off at Bowden.
I come around the engine.
Fox cars, move up, move up, move up.
Michael still wants to come around the engine.
As officers move into position, The suspect slips through the net.
Hotel Uniform 86, declaring a pursuit, vehicles failing to stop.
Firstly, your pursuit is authorised and we'll contact them perhaps for you now.
A police helicopter joins the chase.
We're on the way out, 80 miles an hour, Interceptors.
Subject vehicle 60 miles an hour, no pedestrians, and now no other traffic on the road. I'm TPAT trained in a unmarked suitable vehicle.
Oh, where have he gone? High-speed pursuits at night are high risk. Like when Greater Manchester Police go after this driver of a stolen vehicle.
Right.
Through a busy suburb of the city. After sending wheelie bins flying, he speeds along the pavement, hitting 90 miles per hour in a residential area. He goes off-road again. But after losing control of the vehicle, is finally arrested. He pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, driving while disqualified and driving without a licence. He was sentenced to 18 months in prison.
It's a right, public house, right.
PC Rich Woodward is leading the chase of an illegal driver through the dark country roads of Cheshire.
Ooh, where's he gone here? Just confirm Stinger Patrol's heading towards Lim and then pass the mate, please.
We're going to start heading where this car's coming from.
Right, Black House Lane. Right, Black House Lane. Well over Giveaway. Clear. Straight over at the Giveaway. Minimal braking from the subject vehicle. Uniform 86. Subject vehicle continues straight on. I've got puncture from a curb strike. That's very annoying. There is the curb of justice. I did enough braking not to go into the field. It would have been nice to do a bit more braking not to go into the curb. Curb 1, BMW nil, unfortunately. The lad who were behind, he's clearly pretty familiar with the area and the roads. There's next to no road markings or road signs anywhere, but he tended to know where the bends were. He got round one more than I did, unfortunately. Now the locals are out to find out what's going on. Hello! You alright? Oh, it's just the police. I bet you're wondering who's outside my house at this time of night with a great big torch. I'm going to get burgled. No, we're trying to catch him.
Can you just clarify that the helicopter's checked all the fields around where we lost sight of him?
Yeah, past 2-2. I've been looking out the window, but my colleagues checked all the surrounding fields, it's negative.
Dented car and dented pride, but that's the hazard of the job. We try and catch these dangerous people, try to make the roads safer, frustrating, but he'll get his comeuppance. He's on my hit list.
If you have any dashcam clips you think could feature in the next series of Motorway Cops, Catching Britain's Speeders, send them along with your contact details to contactus@purpleproductions.co.uk.
And the Motorway cops are back next Monday at 8. We follow Britain's recovery crews as they track down and tow illegally driven motors. Car Pound Cops is new Wednesday at 8. With key workers on strike while people face a choice between heating and eating, we ask, is Britain on the brink, in a live debate with Jeremy Vine next.
On the M56 in Cheshire, a black cab has carried its last passenger.
The drive in front of me,
right,
emergency brake,
right,
so I have to stop as well.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
PC Jamie Barlow is getting both sides of the story.
Say the taxi's smashed in. Yeah, yeah, okay. You got any injury, any physical? Yeah. Initially, from like what I can see, it looks as though everybody bar this taxi's been able to stop. Probably written off by the looks of it. I think that's it. It's taxi days are over.
With 8 million dashcams in our vehicles, we can reveal Britain's worst driving offenders. From total mayhem to absolute madness. We join Cheshire's motorway cops as they fight to keep our roads safe.
Get in this corner!
We capture the action.
We've got one casualty who's potentially serious.
I just can't believe I've done that to my car.
I'm PC Doran from Cheshire Police.
Oh, no, you see that again, bro. You see it when I told you to see it, bro.
Tested positive cannabis already.
Oh, you smoking?
We do.
God loves a tryer. Have you ever passed a driving test anywhere?
Driving test? Oh no.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is Dashcam. It's vital evidence.
You haven't got dashcam, have you?
And proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my God!
Tonight,
You start giving us your real name now?
No comment.
officers play a game of Guess Who?
Well, there's your bank card that you say you didn't have with your name on it.
My bosses.
It's funny that.
Your picture looks exactly like your boss.
Right. Now, when you're ready, go on, please. On and off.
A set of prints puts one motorist in the frame.
You must have thought we'd come down in the last storm, mate, that you put your finger on that device and not come up.
B8, just mark on the log. I've seized this wallet and there is a driving licence inside.
And a police manhunt leads to a surprising confession.
I've had a few drinks and... Right, okay. I've only been driving, well, 3 days.
You're kidding me?
No.
So I've got a new app for you. It's for a facial recognition application. What we'll do is we'll take a picture of Ian, just do face search, and then camera.
In Congleton, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are getting to grips with a new piece of police tech.
Perfect, yeah. So just press OK on that. Yeah.
Oh,
picture. Yeah, it searched 300,000 images to get there. If you've got any people that you aren't sure of their identity, you can take a photo of them, run them through the face search, and it'll confirm who they say they are.
jobs that I could use that. Try that.
Ah, thank you.
See you later. Still look fat. See me rolling.
Probably anticipating.
Change your 10-6 northbound on a Peugeot Vicar. It's a police marker. The cloned vehicle is green and black.
Clones get used to commit crime.
Or avoid the documents.
So it could be a simple case of someone copying it for insurance purposes when they haven't got it. So we're just going to have a look for it. Here we go.
Sped up a little bit, hasn't
it? You would have seen the blue lights, and it is a clone, or he's up to no good. Then I imagine his heart's going a little bit.
Cloned vehicles are many criminals' favourite way to make a getaway.
Now shoot, Ronnie Mead, alright.
So when police pursue cars on fake plates, anything can happen. Like this cloned VW Golf being chased by Surrey police. The driver, realising he's been spotted, puts his foot down.
We are now M25, 13 to 14, speeding 100.
He hits speeds of 140 miles per hour.
It's committed now, being M4, still towards Slough, past Junction 5.
Luckily, a punctured tyre brings to an end his reckless behaviour.
Coming to a side, I think he's crashing, stand by.
The suspect was convicted of dangerous driving, driving without a licence, driving without insurance and using false number plates. He was jailed for 10 months and disqualified from driving for 2 years and 5 months.
MH, Mike Oscar 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll go for a follow me. That's an order. It comes to services.
Gotcha.
Back in Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are pulling over a van which they suspect is on cloned plates.
I think we might be on here for a job, you know. Got a feeling. He's off at Nutsford Services northbound.
Off at Nutsford, roger, thanks.
Hey up, buddy, you alright? Have you got your driving licence on you? Yeah, no worries, mate. What's your name?
Lawrence.
Is it your van, mate?
It's not, it's company van. It's just been resprayed, but it still comes up as white.
Just want the VIN, please, of this van, if you would. It's not a colour I'd pick. I mean, you'd never go to showroom and go, I want one that colour, would you?
Mike Oscar 11. It comes back to a Persia Zipper panel van in white.
When we look at the van, it should be white. Now it's this lovely shade of green and black.
No insurance, no tax, with expired MOT.
So from the checks we've done, the registration that's displayed doesn't match the vehicle identification number that's printed on the van. That comes back to a different registration. So it looks like he's put these registration plates on just to try and hide the fact it's got no documents.
Right, Lawrence, that's coming back as a white Bipper registered to you with a different reg plate.
Yeah.
Right, so, do you want to be honest?
As the thin blue line becomes ever thinner, evidence provided by dash cams means the police don't always have to be at the scene of the car crime. But every so often, officers are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time.
Oh, yes! That's coming back as a white Bipper registered to you. So, do you want to be honest?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
So you've...
I know, mate.
Yeah, so you've used plates for no insurance for dock offences, okay?
Back in Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are dealing with the driver of a van on cloned plates with no insurance, tax or MOT.
Wait, I'm just a honest working guy, like...
Well, you're not honest, are you? Because you're driving around and cloned a vehicle.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have you been in trouble before? Or? Never, right, okay. Have you got any ID on you at all?
No.
You got a bank card with your name on?
No. Nothing, literally.
Right.
Gay Mike Oscar 1-1. I just wonder if you could do as a person in the island add to the log for me, please.
Am I free to go, yeah, officer?
I just need to do some paperwork.
Can you stand up?
You stand up, yeah.
Some more to this, isn't it? I'd love to be able to do something like this. Traffic cops are the best, aren't they?
Go ahead.
Lee is known to us. You've got a number of previous warning markers. I'll put the details on your log.
Have you ever been locked up at all?
Never.
Sure?
Maybe for...
Lawrence has?
Yeah, maybe for a little...
What?
Drunken disorderly.
No.
Assault?
No. Keep guessing.
The driver appears oblivious to his own police record. Matt and Ian suspect the number plates aren't the only thing he's faking.
If you're not giving us the right details, then it spirals out of control, this does. And we can't deal with it here. Are you Lawrence?
Yes.
Right, you just step back in here. Just sit there. My colleague's going to take a photo, and it'll basically search our database.
Just look at me, mate.
Quite clever, this.
If the driver has given a false name, Matt and Ian's new facial recognition app should reveal his true identity.
Look at that.
Right, come here. You're under arrest. Right. You start giving us your real name now.
Lawrence.
Right. We know it's not. No, we've just taken a photo and it's come up with a different name. So you can either start telling us the truth now, or we can just carry on these lies. So what's your name?
No comment.
Right. What have you got on you? Well, there's your bank card that you say you didn't have with your name on it.
It's my boss's.
It's funny that your picture looks exactly like your boss. Come in. Sit in. Right, come on, let's get it gone.
So, didn't have a no tax, no insurance, no MOT on the vehicle. Tried everything, tried getting away with it, couldn't do it. Won't do it again, honest.
That couldn't have gone any better with that facial recognition.
I mean, it's new technology that we doubted at first, which...
It's not something you see off a film.
Yeah, it pulled a blinder really.
But no,
saved us big time then. I mean, without that, he'd have been dealt with roadside under his false details and we'd have never seen him again.
Yeah, so it's a good job that.
Got the pleasure of being doubled up today with Hilly, which is a rarity. It's only me, myself and I. Sent him out to clean the car, get it looking beautiful.
He has made me clean the car. It's only because I do it best, that's why.
Is it done yet, Hilly?
You've got to.
With their marked car gleaming, PC's Rich Woodward and Paul Hill can clear up some crime.
Come on then, Hilly lad. Let's be having it. Where should we go today? Should we go north and then south? And then south and then north?
Should we go south then north and north and south?
Okay. Hilly's an RFU rugby match official, and I'm an EFL football match official. We've got to be switched on the field of play. Same at work, spotting offences, ain't it, Hilly?
It is.
There's one piece of foul play.
He's on his phone, wide van, right hand.
That's guaranteed to earn motorists a booking.
Naughty, naughty.
Taxi away.
So we'll get him stopped and have a word with him. How's my shoulder looking, Ellie?
Yeah, clear, mate.
Beautiful.
My rear light smashed as well.
Indeed it is. Hello mate, how you doing? A couple of reasons we stopped you. If you just knock your engine off and just jump out and grab a seat, we'll just sit in the back of mine so I can hear you. The main reason we stopped you initially, mobile phone use in your hand whilst you're driving, so that's the main reason. And obviously we spotted your light.
When did you do that? Today?
Still glassing the thing, yeah.
Oh dear, still rattling about.
Yeah.
You're going to get proper told off by the boss?
I am my boss.
Oh! I was going to say you should speak to your boss and get a cradle in your car, but as you are the boss...
It broke the other day, so just even a sticky mark on my window.
You're having a bad run of form here, aren't you?
The actual spinny bit come off the other day, so...
Treat yourself to another one then.
I know.
Not sure whether you knew, but the legislation changed to basically made us black and white. If your phone's in your hand, regardless of what you're doing with it, you're guilty of offence, yeah.
Yeah, so...
It looked like the sat-nav was on it.
Come up with save 2 minutes or whatever.
Right. What do you do? Electrical stuff, is it?
Yeah, electrician.
My blooming shower's driving me mad. There's like a light, a spotlight in the roof, but the bulb keeps going, so I keep replacing this damn bulb. Keeps going.
Condensation in it.
Fancy some work replacing some spots? Pay for this spot.
Yeah.
Best advice is get your phone in your cradle for your sat-nav, and then you won't need to have it in your hand. Sound fair enough? Good, right. See you later.
See, I'm completely different to that. I don't say to them, get yourself a cradle, do this, that and the other. We've dealt with too many fatalities with regard into mobile phone use. People need to get it into their heads that it's dangerous.
Well, I'm trying to give a bit of education as well as punishment, Ellen.
Yeah. You should do.
Not just Judge Dredd. Got to be a bit of Judge Judy as well.
There's somebody's nice toy. Look at that. That would be my ideal birthday present. A jet ski being towed by a brand new Range Rover.
When the sun comes out, Cheshire's adrenaline junkies quickly follow. It's up to Inspector Anton Sullivan to prevent thrills from turning into spills.
The motorcyclist, I reckon he's travelling at least 90. What I might have to do is just try and keep an eye on him. He's held up in traffic now, so it might put paid to his fun and games. What's he doing now? So he's just undertaken a line of 3 cars. If they think this is fun, they want to go to the aftermath of when it all goes horribly wrong. There's no fun and games in that. And he's just gone for another undertake. So he's just undertaken that white van. He's now doing 90. As you can see, just look at that manoeuvre. Jesus, now that is dangerous.
2 wheels versus 4 is rarely an even contest. Motorcyclists are over 50 times more likely to be seriously injured than road users in a car. When bikers drive badly,
they hit each other.
It's not long before their world comes crashing down.
Just done it again. He's going to end up having an accident doing that.
Back in Cheshire, Inspector Anton Sullivan has had enough of a motorcyclist taking high-speed risks on the road.
Right, he's getting a ticket come what may. That was appalling riding. Really, really dangerous. Right, fella. Just take your helmet off for me. Do you know why I've stopped you? Tell me. going too quickly. Right, put your bike on its stand and I want you to come and take a seat in the back of my car for me. Now, the first thing I noticed was your speed, and then what I saw you do... Do you know what? You're lucky you haven't ended up in the morgue or the hospital. Did you not notice that as you were undertaking going around that sweeping bend in excess of 70 miles an hour, that Audi tried to move into the inside lane, and you had to manoeuvre out of its way? I can't believe you'd be pulling stunts like that.
No, I know.
That's why I stopped you here, because I thought I'm not risking your life for another moment longer. So I can see you've got 6 points on your licence already, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what were the circumstances of that, if you don't mind me asking?
Just going too quick.
I mean, as it is, you're on 6 points for speeding. Are you late for work or something?
Yeah, but the little lad missed the bus this morning, so I've been chasing my arse trying to get him to school.
Whatever the reason were, you're not grasping this. You're not going to do your family any favours if we have to come knocking on their door later on today to say Dad's not coming home this evening, and that is what I'm trying to stop here. But when you get on your motorcycle, just make sure you're looking over your shoulder. Just builds up some speed on the hard shoulder.
But not too much speed.
But not too much speed, no. Please drive safely.
Job, I wasn't on my fast one.
That was a recipe for disaster. He was putting his life at risk, and I was starting to get really concerned about him, so, and yeah, I've just ruined his day. But to be honest, that's a better outcome than where he could have ended up riding like that.
Back on patrol, this time in separate sets of wheels, are PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove.
We're on the M56 at the moment, so we're just heading towards the border with Greater Manchester Police, and I'll turn at the border and then I'll go down to the bit where we meet with Staffordshire on the M6. So we'll see what the day brings. Oh, let's go.
Police Majesty.
Hi mate, I'm travelling on the M6 northbound. I'm following the van, and he's all over the motorway.
How long you been behind it for?
I've just moved out now to get past him, and he's just come into my lane a little bit again.
I'll pass it across the motorways. They'll look to get someone else as soon as they can.
Mike 31. Just observation 2 for a vehicle. That was all over the road. The Renault Arctic in white.
Roger. So we got a report from a member of the public of a HGV driver that's they've described it as possibly intoxicated. Your decision making is affected, manner of your driving is all affected, and it just poses a massive risk on people around you.
With lives at stake, Ian also joins the hunt.
And what's worse than driving a vehicle drunk, massive HGV? I'd rather chase it down than not find it, and then you hear that call on the radio that's been a big crash.
Ian and Matt are all too familiar with the dangers posed by 40 tons of fast-moving metal. All it takes is an HGV driver who loves his paperwork.
What are you doing?
Another for getting what mirrors are for.
Stay there, one! Oh my god, I got pushed by a van. Oh my god!
And a trucker taking over the road to deliver disaster. Luckily, this distracted lorry driver didn't cause any serious injuries, but he was sentenced to 8 months in jail and banned from driving for 3 years.
We'll have a run north to see if we can catch up with it.
Back on the M6, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are on the hunt for an HGV with a suspected drunk driver.
Junction. I think it could have come off.
Heavy tractor around 16.
Maxi, 2 on. We're with that HGV. It's just behind us. I'll get it to follow me into Gosford.
Roger.
You alright? Don't come jump in with us. Get some details. What's in it?
I have not foggy.
Don't know.
Just
It's not alive, is it?
no.
Yeah, vehicle stop. Driver's just getting in with PC Turner.
Roger.
The reason we've stopped you is someone's reported that you're in and out the lane. Boozed up here. Have you had a drink at all today?
No.
Right, okay. Do a quick breath test, alright, and then you done one of these before?
Yeah.
Big deep breath.
The markings on our roads are designed to keep drivers firmly in line.
Oh my word. That's a BM for you.
A lack of lane discipline can create chaos on the carriageway. Little wonder that white line wanderers
Idiots.
leave other motorists seeing red.
Where did you learn to drive, you pedo?
We've got it on dash cam.
PC Turner will just be going through the breathalyzer procedure now. But with HGV drive, we'll have to see what the results are.
Back in Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are dealing with an HGV driver who they suspect has been drinking.
Big deep breath. Red. Perfect.
Got all that.
Souvenir for the day. Zero. That's what we like, innit?
Did you burn 0?
0, yeah, it's all right. I'll give you a licence to just make sure you're all set up properly, because someone said you're a bit, ooh.
I've been putting a new truck. It's ever so light on my steering.
Alright.
Still not used to it.
Like your hat.
Cheers. It was white when I bought it. I've got some...
Have you stitched all that on, have you?
I've stitched it all in, yeah.
We won't hold you up because you've probably got another 50 drops to do. Good man.
I do net new things.
What sort?
Brandon.
Was it loads cheaper than doing it that way?
To make a gallon, just under a tenner.
You've not got a lorry full of it, have you?
I don't bring it to work. I won't drink and drive. When I was a nipper, we used to play Wally up against one of the shops.
Right, yeah.
One of the lads kicked it and it had gone over the road. Some guy had pulled out of a local pub, bang, mini hit him. Didn't kill him straight away, but he died later on.
Well, they're the stories that tell you why not to do it, aren't they? So
Yeah.
just goes to show.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, yeah. Right, we'll let you get on your way. You take it easy. See you later. Just goes to show, doesn't it? It can have an effect on so many different people in different ways, and you know, he's given us a story about a friend of his. It'll never leave him. Drink driving. No excuses for it.
Yeah, we're just going to patrol the motorway today. We're in the Mark X5, the brand new one, which is nice. It's very sleek. Got my heated seat on, even though it's 15 degrees outside. See what we can find. Hope that motorists behave.
Patrolling a busy M6 is PC Amy Hollis.
It's almost standstill traffic. Is there a job?
The only thing I can think of is that highways are going to emergency closures.
No worries. I'll have a little mooch down the hard shoulder and make sure there's not going to bump it.
Yeah, that's the thing, thanks.
What is going on, eh? be on the hard shoulder, are we? Hello, sir, you okay? Go into the toilet on the hard shoulder.
Because there's a lot of traffic and I couldn't go there anymore. We tried, trust me, we tried.
There's a junction there. Yeah.
I'm trying to get up for a while and we couldn't find services.
Well, there's another junction up there.
Oh no, we were looking for services.
Yeah, next junction down.
Letting his passenger get out to spend a penny will cost this motorist £50.
So, inappropriate use of the hard shoulder, because you are the driver of the vehicle. Unfortunately, the ticket's going to be coming to yourself. Okay.
I didn't really know what to do. Stand still, it was an absolute standstill.
Yeah, it's still not appropriate to use the hard shoulder. It's for emergencies only. Okay?
We considered that an emergency, by the way. That was really bad.
I don't consider that as an emergency. I know when you've got to go, you've got to go. I get it. I go to the toilet as well. But there's a time and a place. Okay? Thank you. It was desperate. I get it. When you've got to go, you've got to go. But there's a time and a place to go. When we thought it was an emergency, no, babe. No, you didn't. Because you know it's not an emergency. Honestly.
Cheshire Constabulary's Roads and Crime Unit have 4 major motorways to keep safe.
You can see out the mirrors. Perfect.
I look great in that mirror now. Thank you.
Joining Amy to patrol the M56 is PC Jamie Barlow.
How are you today, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm fine today, yeah.
On the radio on my way in this morning, they were talking about how every year cats kill 272 million animals. They're saying that you should muzzle your cat.
So good.
Jamie hates cats, and I love cats.
System patrols are looking for transit connecting white vehicles that are marked on in relation to being a clone vehicle. Stop and set, please.
There's been an activation on a clone vehicle, which is just slightly further up than we are, so we're just going to see if we can catch up with it now. 024, we're just making ground eastbound, approaching junction 12. Plan is we're going to try and stop it with 2 vehicles, and if it doesn't stop, we have another patrol ahead.
We're about 3 miles behind it, because they said they're in the roadworks.
Oh my god.
Just go then, just go if you know it.
What are you doing? 024, we're just committed through 7 now and being held up by traffic. Honestly.
Every single mile an hour that we've built up there has just been taken off because he can't change.
Just approaching junction 7.
The vehicle is committed left onto Hale Road. Just going to stop now, just there with us a second. One vehicle stop, stand by.
After battling their way through heavy traffic,
2-4, we're with you.
Amy and Jamie join the officers who've pulled over the van.
Yeah. And you're going to a job now, or you were on your way to a job? Is it your company? Yeah. Registration's on the van? Yeah. Yeah. And what's the reason for that?
The chap in the passenger seat, I think, is the owner of the vehicle, who's chosen to put false plates on it to avoid having paid tax, insurance, MOT. It relates to a vehicle from the Manchester area, but the true vehicle itself is from down south somewhere.
Oh, it's just plating up the van. So there's 9 insured.
We've tied 3 others up here because he doesn't fancy paying for his insurance or his tax like everybody else has to. So he's off the road, his vehicle's coming with us.
Yeah, I did know. It's my van, but get another one. Make sure it's insured next time.
With the owner of the van dealt with, officers now turn their attention to its driver.
I didn't know anything about the vehicle. Just said, do you fancy taking me to a job in Birkenhead and have a look at it and price it up? So that was it.
You say he's got no ID on him, so do something like confirming who he is.
Is he known or not?
With a lack of paperwork from the driver, Jamie has another way to check if he is who he says he is.
I'm going to take your fingerprint with this device to see if you're known on the police national computer. Alright, when I tell you, you're just going to dab it on and take it off. Do your right, this is your right index, yeah, that one. Go on and off.
It's wham, bam, no thanks to this van. With around 4 million of these vehicles on Britain's roads, the occasional mishap is almost inevitable.
That's definitely important.
Now, when you're ready, go on, please. On and off.
Back in Cheshire, PC's Jamie Barlow and Amy Hollis are trying to identify the driver of a van on cloned plates.
Everybody that gets arrested has a sample of DNA, fingerprint, photograph taker. So I would anticipate that if he is known to the police, his fingerprints will be on our system. MH, the fingerprint readers returned a different set of results for this chap. Let's give you those details. Run through, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is your name the right name? Your fingerprint team might say
But yeah, that brings him back as a referee of 22. Last offence is assault on emergency workers.
Didn't say anything to you, Bam, that's why he's giving false details.
He initially told us he wasn't known. He's got an arrest summary of 22, so... People lied to the police, would you believe it? The first time someone lied to me, I was like, what? And now I'm like, people lie to me.
You must have thought we come down in the last storm, mate, that you put your finger on that device and not come up. You're treating me like an idiot. It's just, I'd rather you just straight away say, fair enough, and that's it. Do you know what I
mean? My band's up, but apparently I should have reapplied for my driving licence. And I didn't do. So, story of my life.
Can't change your fingerprints. Something as simple as that fingerprint reader has untied his whole web of lies straight away.
It's going to get home for me, then.
Everybody else has to pay tax, have the vehicle MOT'd, get the vehicle insured. If that was to be involved in a collision with somebody using the road legitimately, it would cause them a lot more minor than it needs to. And the more and more of these we can get off the road, the better.
On to the next one.
Reunited for the late shift are PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove.
The beauty of me working with Turner, we've both got the same kind of sense of humour, but we're all also quite eager and we think the same and we want to get decent jobs. So when we try and have a bit of a laugh together on duty, we will do, but we're also ready to spring into action.
Hotel 2-1. Breakfast Street. It's a Black 1 Series BMW.
Black 1 Series, any T-Factor damage?
Did you hear that?
What? Sarge's had a car make off.
Probably at least 2, maybe 3 on board.
Roger.
Turning down the drive, West Lowmere.
Yeah, we're making to you now. The sergeant has had a vehicle go past him and then it's failed to stop, so he's pursuing it now. We need to just get to him as soon as we can to assist.
501 control, you're in here.
About 2 minutes.
That's just been abandoned, hasn't it, there?
They've got the car, but there's no sign of the 3 suspects.
So we're just going to have a quick look in the car.
While Matt and Ian search for clues,
Locked.
a police dog unit picks up the occupant's scent.
London Public said they've gone round the lake.
On the what?
Lake.
I think they were just going to get the car and bomb round the other side.
Yeah, you do that.
I've one on patrol, just a bit of property up there, a wallet.
I'll come and see you now, mate. B8, just mark on the log. I've seized this wallet and there is a driving licence inside.
Yeah, received.
Not exactly the work of a master criminal, leaving your driving licence behind. There's no sign of these 3 lads, unfortunately. It doesn't look like we're going to find them around here.
Is that a local patrol that can attend at the keeper's address? Just make some inquiries there.
They're on the way.
The vehicle is registered to a named driver. The wallet that I've seized has got that driving licence in it. So an officer's gone round, but chances are the driver and the rest of the keepers who we want to speak to. Here he is. It's a good job we do an annual fit test.
Checked a couple of addresses for them, but they're obviously lying low somewhere. So slow time inquiries can be made now with regards to the keeper, and then he'll get processed with regards to failing to stop and driving without due care and attention.
Good evening, Chester, please.
Yeah, I failed to stop earlier in Congleton. I'd had a few drinks and I'd sort of panicked because I'd been past for like a week. And obviously the police had been my dad because they found my car. And I thought I need to know what to do.
What, has police asked you to stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lad that we've been looking for from this job earlier this afternoon, he's obviously taken some honesty pills and given us a call, rang up and said that he's at home, and that the reason why he failed to stop for the Sarge is because he had a drink and panicked. So very honest of him, but we'll have to go and see him now and go through the same motions that we would have done if we'd caught him at the time.
I reckon it's going to be this one. What do you think now? This?
Right. Put some shoes on, mate.
Like socks.
Nice and focus, getting ready for bed.
Pyjamas on.
Jump in here. So we suspect that you've been driving that vehicle that's failed to stop.
Said to him I'd had a few drinks and...
Right, okay.
So I've only been driving for 3 days.
You're kidding me?
No. Passed on Saturday, got my car Tuesday.
I'll spend all this money on learning to drive and all the time and effort, you know what, within a week.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's hit me.
In the last 20 minutes, have you had anything to drink?
No. Once I did that, I went a bit west, so I didn't really have any more drink.
Right. Breath in, it's just a continual blow into that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you, stop. 0, buddy. Now, I can smell cannabis now.
Yeah, well, once I got back, I'd had a joint now because I was a bit sort of panicky.
Stick your tongue out. Stick your tongue out. That's it. Cheers, bud. So you've tested positive for cannabis and cocaine, okay?
I was sniffing what's smelling as well.
So because of that, and numerous driving offences have been committed, you are under arrest, okay, on suspicion of driving a motor vehicle whilst over the prescribed limit of a controlled truck, okay? You're also under arrest for failing to stop the police and driving without due care and attention, okay?
Where was man? Seen the police.
obviously got our safety car and then went off. We are. That's about it really. Yeah, but this is not it. No one else is there. But we're in for next time.
Done the right thing, you know, he's rang us up and he's been honest, but I mean he's had his driving licence for a week, so it's not really the best start to his motor career within a week of having his licence getting chased by the cops. When Turner and Cosgrove were on duty and terminating the enforcer, we had to think twice if you're going to commit any road traffic offences in Calverton, because we will find you if you ring up and tell us where you are. You'll hunt you down and come and get you from your house.
If you have any dashcam clips you think could feature in the next series of Motorway Cops, catching Britain's speeders, send them along with your contact details to contact us at purpleproductions.co.uk. As they fight to keep our roads safe, we capture the action.
We've got one casualty who's potentially serious.
I just can't believe I've done that to my car.
I'm PC Doran from Cheshire Police.
Oh no, you see that again, bro. You see it when I told you to see it, bro.
Test positive cannabis already.
You smoke weed?
We do.
God loves to try you. Have you ever passed the driving test anywhere?
Driving test. Oh no.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is dashcam. It's vital evidence.
You haven't got dashcam, have you?
And proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my God!
Tonight,
I noticed there's a bit of blood on her face. Is she alright?
a child is in a serious collision with a van.
I've asked for an update at this moment in time. They can't tell me if it's life-changing or life-threatening.
Oh, that's nearly hit us.
Wow, yeah.
A careless young driver has a wake-up call.
Get your dad to send us the insurance then now.
At 1 o'clock at night.
And a white van man makes a bad call.
There's at least 5 different phone calls in a 5-minute window. It's there.
The time was using.
Yeah, I can get it in there. I don't have to show you that.
Rain here.
It's mine.
Ah! Do us till lunch, won't it?
Yeah, indeed. Do we want bread or toast?
Toast.
At their base at Knutsford Services, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are fueling up for the day.
Well, for lunch?
Don't know.
Double crude.
Bloody hell.
Today they'll be patrolling the roads of Cheshire in an unmarked BMW.
Sport mode selected. Radio is off.
Just do it. Sums it all up, doesn't it? That's you go.
We've got some action today. Need some.
Cheshire Police. Hi, it's ambulance. Can we have your assistance with the car versus pedestrian RTC, please? What sort of the situation? An 11-year-old female who's been hit by a Mercedes van. They're querying whether the patient possibly has a broken neck. She is coughing blood as well.
Yeah, you've got one grade 1 RTC. Ambulance priority. Telemed's on its way.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
RTC, Middlewich, 11-year-old, what's a broken neck?
Now?
Now.
Oh, Christ. Roger, keep the Norfolk Patrol coming as well, please, to help with traffic.
We're the nearest patrol, so our priority now is we just need to get there.
Come on, mate, just keep coming. Try not to think about what's going on till you get there.
It's a child, isn't it? So we just need to get there as soon as we can. Over the bridge, left there, yeah?
Whiskey Alpha 2, 8.
3 minutes away, 1.1 miles. Just keep going, lovely. Yeah.
Mike Oscar 1-1. Tears on scene.
Who have we got here?
So I'm a doctor, I was there just
okay, brilliant.
So she was hit on the side of the head, I think, by this van here, which are these guys here. I'm just worried about the head injury.
Yeah.
But she's a bit dazed.
Right, okay then.
We've rang the ambulance, it's about 30 minutes away. We're just waiting for the ambulance. This is Mum.
Mum, how are you, Mum? Yeah, the helicopter. Well, that's for you. They come and check on you because they're a bit quicker. Not only do you meet the police, you get to see a helicopter. You never know, you might be able to go in it. Number 98, is it in the green? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mike Oscar 1-1, just for the log, paramedics are on scene.
Would you mind just telling my mum that they're coming in a second?
Who's the driver? Just come sit in with me, mate, if you would.
What's the verdict?
Don't know at the moment. They're just doing the full body assessment.
Right, okay.
I'll just ask them in a minute, once they finish their assessment, whether we're likely to fly to Manchester Children's MRI.
Right, do you think that's likely?
So, that's where I suspect you'll end up
Right,
going.
okay.
She was hit on the side of the head, I think. I'm just worried about the head injury.
Yeah.
In Middlewich, Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are attending a collision where an 11-year-old has been hit by a van.
Life-threatening or life-changing?
I don't think life-threatening. No, I can't really tell
Yeah,
the full extent of her injuries.
BA Mike Oscar 1-1.
Go ahead.
They're still assessing her. She's going to be going to Manchester Royal Infirmary by air. All they could tell me at the moment is no obvious chest pains. That's all at the moment. Do you need us to move anything to make life easier?
And when we get to the sort of tape area, just be respectful if people stand back.
Can you move back? Move back! Move back! All of you, keep going, please. Keep going to the other side. Come on!
Ready, brace, lift.
With the young girl stable and safely on her way to hospital, Matt turns his attention to the van driver.
Is she alright? We've not been told what the ambulance is saying yet, but from a police point of view, we have to, you know, start the investigation now, if that makes sense. Alright. Right, go on then. So tell me what's happened in your own words.
We've come down here and she's literally stood here and then she's looked left and then ran out. If I didn't swerve, she would have gone under the van, mate. Literally, I must have only been like this car length away from her and she didn't even look my way.
Is that where she's ended up?
No, she stood up, but obviously there was people with her. I don't know, I didn't really see. Like, I was too busy, I had my head in my hands, like.
I know, mate, I know. Because you've been involved in the collision, you've got a power to take a breath sample from you, alright? I must inform you, if you fail to provide or refuse to provide, you'll be arrested. You'll also be arrested should that sample prove to be positive, you understand?
Yeah.
Big deep breath, mate. Form a seal around the tube, alcohol in the machine, blow till tight stop, alright? Top man. Okay. Perfect. 0.
So what will happen from now then?
We'll speak to witnesses, which is obviously being done around us now, and then but you will be kept in the loop. We're not going to leave you in the dark or anything, alright?
Witnesses says that one girl's looked both ways, the other one hasn't.
Says she's mentally.
Yeah, this one hasn't looked both, only looked left, and then walked across. He's tried to swerve, and then when mirrors it.
Yeah, that's what he said, yeah.
The original report was that it was a broken neck and bleeding from the mouth, so it was actually quite a relief. It was evident that a neck wasn't broken. This is the issue with serious and fatal accidents. They can happen to anyone, any place, any time, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. The road is unforgiving.
I got my old boots today, just embedding in some new ones, so they tend to start hurting halfway through the shift, so I have to do a little boot change halfway through.
Ready to put his foot down in Chester, it's PC Chris Swash.
Right, let's go and play cops and robbers, eh? Hopefully today, sun's out, which means there'll be loads of motorcyclists out today, I imagine, causing chaos on the roads. Hopefully do it safely. Now I've said that, nothing will happen all day. That car's getting stopped, so we'll pull him over down here. A lad in front looked like he's weaving all over the road, and he was on his mobile phone. Certainly wasn't itching his ear. But we'll pull him over down here, see what he's got to say. He's making it nice and easy for us.
Traffic cops like Chris have zero tolerance for drivers on their devices.
He's talking on the phone.
Shocking footage from Staffordshire Police shows this driver with his hands full.
And now he's drinking his McDonald's drink in his right hand, phone in the left hand.
And unbelievably, police in Manchester witnessed this white van man watching TV. You are 4 times more likely to be in a car crash if you use your phone while driving. Which is why this distracted driver ended up off-road. Back in Chester, PC Chris Swash has pulled over a driver he's seen using his phone behind the wheel.
Just wait there for us. Just wait there for us. The only reason I've stopped you is... looked like you're on your mobile phone back there when you came off the A483. You sure? What were you doing?
Just driving. Just driving, okay.
Okay. Where is your phone at the minute?
Right, go on.
Yeah, is that all right? Well, you don't have to give it me, but I was just saying, do you mind showing me your call log? Because unfortunately for you, you turned right and you were like that on your phone. Just unfortunate timing, really.
I missed cars on there,
So as it shows there, you're on your phone at 15:21, where I saw you on your mobile phone on a phone call. There's a couple of phone calls as well.
Yeah, they don't stop ringing. It rings all the time.
Yeah.
Not business.
So you were on your mobile
No, I
phone.
wasn't.
So you're going to be issued with a traffic offence report for using a mobile phone whilst driving, because I've seen it clear as day when you turned right. That's fine. You've just showed me your phone, and on your call log, it's
You
there.
know the time I was using it.
If you want to contest it, you're more than welcome to go to court. But you've got your call log on there that you've just showed me, and there's at least 5 different phone calls in a 5-minute window. And I've seen you with your mobile phone in your right hand, and I'm sure your mum will confirm that you've been using your mobile phone, because it's conveniently been placed in a handbag.
It hasn't been convenient placed there.
Well, why was it how's it got into your mum's handbag, bizarrely?
You see the missed calls on it?
But you've been on your phone. So you're not. I'm trying to explain to you how I know you're on your mobile phone. So I've seen you using your mobile phone.
Just give us a ticket, mate. I'm too busy talking.
No, but you've asked me. You've asked for evidence, haven't you? Have you got your driving licence?
No, mate. Give us a ticket.
But you're
I'm sure you've got better things to do than driving to talk to me all day.
I have not, to be fair.
Good. Go and get an ice cream at the cafe and chill out.
I do like people when they try and blag me though when they've not been on the phone. It is funny. If you want to go and argue, you're more than welcome to.
Just had a badge.
You just had a badge? What for?
20 points.
20 points you had? What sort of stuff?
Let's see
You need to have a word with it.
When you do 50,000 miles a year, you're alright, you put your blue lights on, we've got to keep going. I've got to try my luck, mate.
You've got to try your luck, haven't you, mate? Lovely to meet you. See you later. People don't, still now, and I don't understand it, don't get why it's so important not to use your mobile phone, because it affects your driving, you're not switched on. He was unaware I was behind him. It costs 15 quid to buy yourself a Bluetooth headset, rather than £200 fine and 6 points, or, worst case for him, is lose your licence again. Bit of a silly sausage, really.
Oh dear. I've just noticed you got a screw in your tyre. You see, it's just there. Look, right on the edge. Yeah. Oh, you got another one in here as well. Look, I've just noticed that there. Looks like you've been driving through Screwfix car park or something.
Working flat out to make sure the roads of Cheshire are safe is PC Rowan Burt.
I like to be quite meticulous with vehicle safety, and most evenings I tend to sit down with traffic police officer's handbook, study it cover to cover. I don't, I sit there and watch Netflix all night. Alerted to a vehicle that's activated some speed cameras, and it looks like they're struggling to get hold of the keeper of the vehicle. Maybe there's some issues with that, so they put a marker on it for us to stop the vehicle and obtain the details of the driver, so they can identify who the speeding offending driver is. We want to know who's committing speed camera offences so they can be dealt with appropriately. And if we're not prosecuting those people, then they're just going to be able to go around and continue to commit speed camera offences and not be dealt with properly. We might not catch him till 11. The thing is, he could come off here somewhere. Oh, there it is there. It's the one butt in front. GC Police Department. This could be interesting. Would you believe it? Max 3-1 MH. Just brought it off at 11. I've stopped you, firstly, because the vehicle has been linked to some speed camera offences, so I'm just trying to find some more information out about that.
Oh, I see, yeah. We got done 36 going through a speed camera.
So, has that been dealt with, is it? Or... Yeah. Right, okay, so it might be that it's an old marker or something, but it's just, requests to stop you.
We've done the online one, and we've sent the, the paper form.
Yeah.
But we only posted it on Friday.
Ah, right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So, is it UK registered?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has American style number plate because it's actually exempt. It's gone to court a couple of times and been thrown out.
Right. Mike Sierra 3-1.
Yeah.
Can you just have a quick look at the speed camera offence marker?
Photograph the motor vehicle and send to DVLA for speed camera offences.
The DVLA wants some photos of it.
Okay.
They'll probably get in touch with you, and I don't know what they'll want to do, but it's them that enforce the that side of legislation. So
yeah, sure.
Is there any issues to the number plate side?
Mike Sierra 3-1. Chap said he's been to court a couple of times with it and gets thrown out each time because it's an import. It can keep the plate it's got, but I'll do some digging on that and I'll inform the DVLA. So is it an ex-police car?
Yeah. It was a police car for 2 years, then Warner Brothers got it. It's a show vehicle. It was in Batman vs Superman, Justice League and Suicide Squad. It's the actual vehicle from the car.
It's probably more sophisticated than ours.
Can't go anywhere without it being either stopped or looked at or videoed. It takes 20 minutes to get out of Tesco's car park.
It's just so American, isn't it? It's just proper American. Expect the unexpected. Police car pulling over another police car. Can't write it.
The great one, you want to go crisps if you can't stop in between jobs and stuff. I am partial to a knick-knack, nice and spicy.
Munching his way through his shift is PC Chris Swash.
I always like a little bit of lightly salted. Can't go wrong with balsamic vinegar and sea salt as well. I regularly go to jobs and have crisps all over my body armour, or flour from a sandwich all over me.
Police emergency.
Hi. M53 as it changes to the A road with a couple of wheelbarrows in the outside lane.
Right, and they're in the middle of the road, yeah.
In the outside lane, yes. Right in.
We've got 2 rogue wheelbarrows in lane 2 of the A55. This will be from the flatbed trucks, but they don't like to fasten things down in the back of it, and it will have just flown off the back of that. If somebody does collide with them, it can cause mass damage, can't it, or even cost them to veer off into the road. It's pretty important that we get to these jobs as quick as we can, really, because not everyone is switched on or aware of what's on the roads ahead of them.
Across a year, a staggering 24,000 drivers are involved in accidents caused by debris on our highways. A loose load on the road means just about anything could be heading your way. But the biggest offenders are items detaching themselves from damaged vehicles.
Now he's seen us.
Back on the A55, PC Chris Swash is responding to reports of wheelbarrows on the loose in a live lane.
Get there, make sure there's no accidents, because if someone tries to swerve and avoid it, or it flies up and flattens through someone's windscreen, it causes awful RTCs. What is this balloon doing here?
Yeah, looking for something.
Britain's 8 million dashcams are recording our driving errors in glorious Technicolor. Like this yellow transit driver, caught red-handed pulling out. A purple Micra attempting an audacious overtake. And an orange pickup truck showing their true colours. But drivers of black cars, beware. It's the one colour of vehicle more likely to end up in a collision than all the others.
What is this balloon doing here?
Outside Chester, PC Chris Swash has caught up with a pair of wheelbarrows, causing chaos on a dual carriageway.
Lads! Right, they're getting tickets for that. Jump out for me. Who's driving this? Will you come up here with us, mate? Because you cannot drive that with that on there. You're not supposed to even get out your vehicle and go over there. Hey, you also can't stop and run across a live lane, regardless of what it is, and go into the centre reservation to get in.
Move the wheelbarrow so the car didn't crash into it.
Yeah, you can't do that. To drive in a flatbed truck, your loads need to be secure. That isn't secure. It's not secure. It's not secure. You need something over the top of it. Even the soil, it's ridiculous. So that is absolutely ludicrous. If that falls off the back and someone crashes into it, goes into central reservation, dies, you're looking at 4 years in prison. It's deadly, deadly serious. Mike Sierra 3-4. We've recovered the 2 wheelbarrows. It's from 2 flatbeds with insecure loads, so we're just giving out 2 tickets now. I'll send you a picture of the offending vehicle.
Thank you.
We were driving down the motorway and 2 of our wheelbarrows fell off. We didn't use any ratchet straps, involving a few cars to swerve. So we had to climb across the road and pick them up to stop a crash happening.
Learn from it, alright, because it is serious. No, make note of it, because it's you lot that are at risk. It is mad what we see on the roads. I didn't expect to see 2 fellas running across live lanes, collecting the wheelbarrows that have flown off the back of it. So if someone goes into the back of that and they have a fatal RTC, the blame will lie with the driver of the vehicle where it's fallen off. Yeah, it was metal.
When it's nice, it's dry. Puts you in a good mood.
On the M56, PC Niaz Waddington is in the driver's seat with a new bit of hardware.
Unfortunately, I had a little accident, so I've lost the wedding ring. So I've got a washer now. And it feels a lot better, actually. I mean, I never used to wear the ring all the time. I used to wear it for work and going out. I would play a rubbish Mr. T because I don't like wearing jewellery. It's just not me.
Vehicle is a Peugeot 308 GT in white. C markers committing multiple speed camera offences. We got the fail to stop in Osneyport.
White Peugeot 308 with a black roof, which is cloned. We believe it's on the North Wales border with Cheshire. So we're making to junction 14, Mapsford, and floating around that area because it could appear there. Just for the log, I am advanced T-Pack in a unmarked suitable advanced vehicle. Yeah, if you can just show me off at 10, just underneath the flyover, please.
Nayaz has settled on his spot to stake out the cloned vehicle.
Be waiting at a location for 2+ hours. It's going to be easy to actually spot this vehicle because you're looking at a white Peugeot with a black roof, and then it's just clocking the reg. What is this vehicle here? No. Oh, didn't see those lights. What is frustrating is when you are plotted off at a location and right before your eyes you do see other offences taking place. You've got to weigh everything up on its own merits. I don't know what it is with this set. It's a good set of traffic lights. It's just dangerous how people just want to risk going through a amber to red or a clear red signal because they can't be bothered waiting at a set of traffic lights. He's having a ticket. We need to be dealing with that. I can't let that one pass.
This driver isn't alone in thinking red means go. Whether it's putting themselves before pedestrians...
Wow, you moron.
...or failing to notice why the cars in front are queuing. Drivers who jump red lights spell danger.
Oh my God!
Because almost half of all road traffic accidents happen at junctions.
Christ.
Back in Chester, PC Nayaz Waddington is seeing red over a driver who did just the opposite.
This vehicle in front, contravening the red traffic light where we were, and there was a car coming, he had to slam on, otherwise it would have resulted in an accident. Do you know why I've just stopped you?
Was it to do with that driver?
You've gone through a red traffic light. Because I was parked up, you've gone through. That driver who had right of way, you nearly went into them. Is there any reason you haven't seen the traffic light? Okay. I have to tell you, it will be a ticket for due care and attention. I don't know if it's the sun which was glaring, you haven't seen them, I don't know, but you're the third person to go through those red lights. All right, just drive safely, be more observant. All right, nobody injured this time. All right, take care. I couldn't believe that, could not believe that. And when I initially spoke to her then, she thought that the other driver was at fault. Don't know how she gets that from. The other two red lighters which have gone past, it's going to have to be notice of intended prosecution sent out to them in the post, but that I could not let go.
Have you got any updates at all where the vehicle is?
Back on the hunt for the cloned white Peugeot, there have been no further sightings.
Back on to patrol, see what's out there.
That's nice of her.
Patrolling the M6 is PC Rowan Bird.
It's not the motorway, it's more sort of jobs that we come across. We've got the ANPR system in the car, so we keep an eye on that as well.
Vauxhall Astra in silver. I'm showing you no insurance.
Quickly spun around in junction 10 there just because there's an ANPR activation further down the motorway coming this way. It's a vehicle that's showing no insurance on the system. Assuming located, seems to have insurance.
Uninsured vehicles often have risk takers in the driving seat. Like this black Astra, evading Greater Manchester Police.
It's now a fail to stop, Speeds are now increasing where?
At dangerously high speeds, the driver races through residential streets, hitting other vehicles in his bid to stay one step ahead of the cops. At a dead end, he dumps the vehicle and hides, but the police eventually catch up with him. The driver was found guilty of dangerous driving, driving while disqualified, driving without insurance, and failing to stop. He was sentenced to 16 months in jail.
We'll just catch up to it down here and then hopefully should be able to get in front of it and take it off at the next junction.
Back on the M56, PC Rowan Burt is looking for a car driving with no insurance.
There it is there. Oh, I think right there we want to have a chat. He just quite abruptly pulled from lane 2 into lane 1. He got the follow me on anyway, so he follow us off at junction 10 here and I'll chat with him. Hello there, you okay? Have you got your driving licence, please? Thank you very much. You just turn the engine off for us for a sec, thanks. Have you just bought the vehicle or have you had it a while? Or?
A couple of months ago, yeah.
And how are you insured to drive it?
Do it online, pay monthly online.
Oh dear, have you got anything on your phone about that then?
I'm actually...
Just that the vehicle's showing as not insured at the minute, that's all.
Hey? Every month.
That's not your car, is it? That reg there? That's not your car, is it?
I transferred it over in February the 4th.
Yeah, right. Is that your old car, is it?
Yeah, got rid of that one. And then just after, well, the same day I got this. It was a silver Peugeot.
How did you transfer it?
I phoned them up.
Oh, right. They send you details about that, did they?
It usually just goes on here.
Right, we'll have to give the insurance company a quick shout, just see what they say. Because they'll have a record of all the calls and stuff like that, yeah. Do you want to just come and take a seat for a second, then you can hear what they say? He's waiting for the V5 to come back, but he is the owner and he will be the registered keeper. It's currently in trade at the minute on PNC.
I will give him a ring now then and I'll give you a call back, alright?
That's great, thanks so much. That's the Motor Insurance Bureau, who all the insurance companies speak to, and that's the police helpline. If the insurance companies say no, the call never existed, you know, we haven't got any record of it, then ultimately you're driving up without insurance.
Claiming on the phone.
Hello, Constable Burt speaking.
The underwriters have gone home early, so we're not able to get an answer on that one for you, I'm afraid, today.
So what happens then?
The only other thing you could do is take out like a one-day policy until you sort it out. Yeah, so if you get cracking on that, because I need to make sure that you're insured to drive this away now.
Can I stand outside?
There you go, bud.
Yeah, ask if the car details now, so.
Result. Make sure it's from, like, now, yeah?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Till 29 minutes past 2 tomorrow.
Talk. So, just checking that the policy's live. He's got a one-day insurance policy. Cost him 34 quid for the pleasure. I wouldn't want to pay 34 quid a day, would you? Fingers crossed for you, mate.
Wow.
All right. If the insurance company tell me that they're not going to cover him for the insurance, then I'll have to report him to court, because he's already got 6 points on his licence. He'd get another 6 for no insurance, so that puts him on 12. So he's going to have to go to court, either plead his case to try and keep his licence. Although he's still paying a premium, you know, it's the driver's responsibility to make sure they're insured for the vehicle they're driving at the time.
Oh, finally, mate.
Salt pepper chips.
Starving. Do it. Tell you what, this bag's heavy.
PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are 6.5 hours into their night shift.
We only picked it up 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, lukewarm rice.
But they've only just managed to grab a break at Runcorn Station.
I'm just bugging the not that. Here's mine. No peas. No, if there's peas, it's in mine.
What if there's AP?
Oh,
good Al.
not with this.
It's a marker on a van, a brand new van by the looks of it, that the driver's possibly got an expired licence. So I think it's coming in this general direction.
Yeah, Max 1-6.
Yeah, come on.
Activation on Mike Victor 2-2. Could you just see who it's on about with the driving licence offences and just run it through NPR form?
Mike Sierra 1-6.
Go ahead.
The person they're talking about is said to have an expired provisional.
Roger. BA, where's that van registered to?
The vehicle is actually registered to a caravan farm.
If it's hit that camera, chances are it's coming this way.
Right.
Bet this is it now. Oh! That's nearly hit us.
Well,
Nearly 2/3 of us have experienced road rage.
Idiots!
Drivers who can't turn left means we're left in a mood. When they can't turn right, we're right fed up. And those who can't do roundabouts drive us round the bend.
What are you doing?
Their bad driving means we see red, even when they don't.
That's nearly hit us. That's dangerous driving now.
The dark country lanes of Cheshire, PC's Matt Turner and Ian Cosgrove are on the tail of a van driver whose swerve to the wrong side of the road has got him on the wrong side of the law.
So you've got the sides, mate, because you'll probably dive off where has he gone? I bet he's dived off, hasn't he?
There he is.
Wow, isn't it?
No, he's not.
It's like a flatbed thing with silver siding. It's changed hands.
2-6, did you receive that?
Yeah, received. We still want to catch up with him. He's just managed to drive and he's nearly taking that one around the corner. Yeah, I'll get him in. Come on, let's have a quick chat in this car. No seatbelt. Bring your phone if you want. You got your driving licence on you?
I'm full of it. I don't have it on me.
Sorry? Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm sitting here. Yeah, you sit there, buddy.
Hey up. You alright? Have you got your driving licence?
I've been pulled over a good few times for... There you go.
No, I've got driver details.
Full substantive licence holder. You don't want it, not disqualified.
Do you want to describe your manner of driving to me? Let's draw our attention to you.
To be honest there, did I see you around the corner?
You tell me.
I think I'd seen you around the corner.
Do you know why I think you saw me around the corner?
Why?
Because you're on my side of the road for a start, on the solid whites.
Sorry, mate. Sorry about that.
How old are you at the moment?
19.
What insurance have you got?
I have no insurance. That's my dad's vehicle. That's open driven.
Right, so you think you're on the policy? Is that what you're telling me?
Like if you have a licence over 17, you can drive that vehicle.
Right, you think that's what the policy says?
That's what my dad said, yeah, it's open driven.
Get your dad to send us the insurance then now. Give him a ring.
At 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if that, we'll have to potentially, you haven't got insurance, so we'll take the van. I'm sure he'd prefer a call, wouldn't he?
Swing with Mum. My mum is always awake. My dad could be asleep. Mummy, will you send me over a photo of the insurance? Because I just got pulled over by the police. Policeman's waiting for it. Thank you. She just looked at the messages.
Oh, she read.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? Talk on the thing?
Yeah, I talk on the phone. I don't like ringing. Is that there, sir?
No, I need to see the policy. That's just a letter about the insurance. I need to see the actual policy with your name on.
Do you have the photo on me of the policy? The policy. Is that there, sir?
Right, that's just a renewal schedule.
Okay.
To say that the insurance is due to be renewed.
So, what should I say to her?
I need to see the policy.
Mummy, I need to see the policy. The policy. Is that there?
Right.
Is that there, sir?
Yeah.
Another one?
Right, I need to see one for that vehicle.
What should I say that I need to see the policy for that signs
For
of
the one you're driving tonight.
Yeah, that's
Shouldn't
right.
be up to me to find your insurance.
No,
It should be up to you to show me your insurance.
Is that there, sir? If it's not, I can just get up there. It could be a different one.
Yeah.
Is everything okay, sir?
We think so, yeah. Just ease off a bit. Alright. Get a copy of that insurance on me.
Thank you. Sorry,
Alright.
lads. Thank
Take it easy if you can.
Thank you very much.
He was a nice lad. We got there in the end. I mean, apart from him nearly wiping us out because he came across the solids towards us. But I don't know how my mum would react to getting numerous phone calls at 1 o'clock in the morning. But
I know mine would. Well, one should answer, she'd have a right go at
me. If you have any dashcam clips you think could feature in the next series of Motorway Cops, Catching Britain's Speeders, send them along with your contact details to contactus@purpleproductions.co.uk.
What's going on?
It's poor little Emily. She's gone.
Emily is out there waiting for us to find her. We're not giving up.
Yes, don't go anywhere. Our brand new original drama, The House Across the Street, is starting next.
Time, I don't know how dark they are.
Limb Services, Cheshire. PC Andy Doran has stopped a driver who can't see what the problem is.
Put one on one side, let me measure there, and it'll measure the light density. So I press that, so it'll do one measurement. 18.6%. They're illegal. That number should be 70%, and it's measuring 18.6. You have to pull them off. And the tints are off, more importantly, so you can see where he's going now. He's looking left and right at junctions.
With 8 million dashcams in our vehicles, we can reveal Britain's worst driving offenders, from total mayhem to absolute madness. We join Cheshire's Motorway Cops as they fight to keep our roads safe. We capture the action.
We've got one casualty who's potentially serious.
I just can't believe I've done that to my car. I'm PC Doran from Cheshire Police.
No, you see that again, bro. You see it when I told you to see it, bro.
Tested positive for cannabis already.
Do you smoke weed?
We do.
God loves a tryer. Have you ever passed the driving test anywhere?
Driving test. One more.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is dashcam. It's vital evidence.
So you haven't got dashcam, have you?
And proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my God!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119
tonight. Officers and a 25-mile chase to stop a car on cloned plates.
Open the door. The vehicle. The cuffing first.
The driver has a lucky escape.
You're all right. You've walked out of it. That's the main thing, isn't it?
And a motorist causes chaos in a motorway crash.
If you like Joseph, hasn't he? So lucky he didn't kill anybody.
A bit scary, wasn't it?
That's the most rancid toaster in Cheshire, isn't it? I think they're burnings now, so... Do like stuff well done. I was told if you have them that way, it's a crumpet, but if you do it that way, it's a pancake.
Ready to burn some rubber on Cheshire's roads is PC Mike Clark.
I basically think since I've had kids that my attitude's changed, that I'm more protective of people. I've got 2 girls. I've got one who's 14 soon and 21. So, oldest daughter now is out and driving, but I do worry about her being out on the roads, obviously with the people that we deal with regularly. And just the clowns who are constantly out there. I've just seen a Mini. It's got really, really wide tyres on it. It's poking out of the arches. That's not legal, so we'll do some checks. It's Old Tango 74. Oblige on a moving check, please.
Keeper since June last year, out of his insurance, that same address.
Have you got anyone else on the policy? Any males?
Negative.
Illegal tyres, plus an uninsured driver, is enough to raise Mike's suspicions. But bringing suspect vehicles to a stop can be high risk. Like when this uninsured teenage driver makes off from Greater Manchester Police. He races through a busy town centre, driving head-on into other motorists. As the high-speed pursuit continues through residential streets, the driver recklessly flies through junctions. He was finally caught and pleaded guilty to aggravated vehicle taking, driving without a licence and driving without insurance. He was sentenced to a 12-month youth rehabilitation order and disqualified from driving for a year.
Yeah, obviously, thanks. Got male driving.
Back in Northwich, PC Mike Clark has spotted a Mini he suspects to be driving without insurance.
Hi mate, you alright? Right, it comes back, there's only female on the policy for this. Yeah? Are you insured on it or not?
No, I'm not.
Right, okay. Come and grab a seat then, fella. Whose car is it?
Your mum's.
Right, okay. I'll just slide that seat forward. No. Has your mum got any idea that you've got her car?
No, mate.
So you've twacked it?
Yeah, mate.
Right, okay. Have you got a licence?
No, mate, no.
Have you got a learner's licence or no licence?
Provisional?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm actually going for my test next month.
Oh, right, okay. It doesn't stop you because the wheels are poking right out the wheel arches.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't like that anyway, mate.
Have you had a spliff recently?
No, mate.
There's a bit of a whiff around you.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
One of the lads I work with
Yeah.
smoking it on my dinner.
Right, okay. I'll just give you a quick drug wipe.
Like me, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Pop your tongue out for me, mate.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
That's not horrible, that.
Obviously need to wait for that. If this was to come up as positive, then we'll deal with it all in custody because they'll have to have a blood test.
Right, okay. Oh, I don't like needles.
They will. I'm not a fan.
Look at state. Don't like needles, but we've got tattoos. You know
I know.
what I mean?
Hey, yeah, but they're different though, aren't they?
Aren't they? Right, I've been explaining this to people, right? Tattoos don't feel the same as someone jabbing you with a needle, does it?
Well, they don't jab you. You know, they're obviously doing it wrong if they're jabbing you.
What's this on your arm?
That's an angel.
I'm not.
Like a guardian angel.
I'm not a big fan of shaded ones.
Yeah, I don't like colourful. Tell Tango 74. If you put this job down, it's a positive wipe on both cannabis and coke.
What? It can't be.
The British are world leaders when it comes to etiquette, as long as you don't count our driving. There's little respect for personal space.
You don't bed.
We can't be bothered to say excuse me, or let somebody else go to the front of the queue. We even forget to close the door.
Hotel Tango 74. If you put this job down, it's a positive wipe on both cannabis and coke.
What? It can't be.
In Northwich, PC Mike Clark has the results of a drugs test on a driver who already has no insurance and no licence.
That's a good day, is it?
It actually can't be, mate. I'm not even joking.
So, you see these two red lines here,
I haven't taken cocaine in years, since I was 18.
Right, okay.
I don't even drink, mate.
Right. Stick your hand like that for me, mate. I'll just pop some bracelets on you while we're transporting you.
Oh, I've got some for missus. They're not like this.
Well, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Other than your phone, is there anything else that you need out of that car?
There's a lot of shit in that car, mate.
Sometimes hidden among all the mess. What we're looking for. You never know what you're going to put your hand in. There we go. And he's got no weed in the car. I think that'll do us. Okay, found a bit of skunk in there as well, fella. I've heard arrest you on possession of cannabis.
Right, okay.
Right, off to Middlewich.
Can we open one of these windows? It is well on.
Well, I've got bloody heater on. On 24, that was...
Did you?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's assault, laddies.
Well, wait. There's a lot we deal with. It's gut feeling. Sometimes it pans out, other times there's no offences in it. But we don't know if we don't check, so that was obviously well worth the stop.
Making sure I'm fully illuminated. We need to make sure everything is fine and dandy.
Lighting up the roads of Cheshire this morning is PC Niaz Waddington.
I'm now going to check the matrix board. Follow me. There should be one on there to say, don't follow me, I'm lost too. We can have some fun with those, can't we? With the old matrix board, if you could type your own stuff in.
Is there any traffic patrols in the north that are broken down vehicle? It's a large industrial vehicle in the left lane heading from Runcorn towards Widnes. It's just round a bend.
Receive Runcorn to Widnes. Yep, on my way. I'm going to put on my Ninos and try and get there. The fast road, local patrols aren't trained in dealing with them, so it'll be down to ourselves. Any light lane breakdown, you're talking speeds in excess of 60 plus miles an hour. So if it's on a blind bend and you've got a vehicle coming round there, they're not going to be able to stop in time and you'll end up having a collision.
Niaz needs to get there fast because vehicles stopped in live lanes are extremely dangerous. Like this car, stranded in the middle lane of the M1, forcing other drivers to brake sharply to avoid disaster. And on a dual carriageway with no hard shoulder. A broken down lorry causes cars to suddenly swerve out of the way. Back in Widnes, PC Nias Waddington is responding to reports of an HGV broken down in a live lane.
So we should see it this side, a large vehicle. What's up with your vehicle? Why have you stopped here? Not a reasonable explanation, really, that is it, really, to be stopping here on a live lane just because you didn't know where you were going. Have you got your driving licence on you?
You're just holding job up now, aren't you?
I'm not holding the job up. No, you're not.
I'm ready to
You
go.
have stopped. You've stopped. No, well, you've been here for some time, haven't you?
About a minute.
Doesn't matter. You're not broken down. There's no requirement for you to stop on a live lane, is there?
Have I caused any bother?
Yes, because people have to come around you to then filter into here because you're blocking lane 1.
You can't get around with it. Should be bloody driving, should
Well,
they?
no. They shouldn't have to get round you because you shouldn't be stopping where you're stopping, should you? Thank you very much. Basically, this gentleman is stopped in a live lane so he can ask his boss for directions to where he needs to go. There's no requirement for him to stop where he stopped, so he's going to get a endorsable ticket for the offence. Hotel uniform 6-4.
Dad.
Yeah, this gentleman's decided just to stop to ring his boss for directions in a live lane, so he's going to be dealt with accordingly.
Mercy, thank you.
All right, go tell him he's good news. There you go. What will happen is our central ticket office will contact you in 21 days. That'll be by form of a letter. And that'll be for the offence of due care and attention. Do you understand the offence? Thanks very much. If you continue on your journey, I'll just check your mirrors before you move off. Thank you. Just look at the chaos because he's now moved over into that lane. It's causing nothing but utter chaos. It's an on-slip towards the motorway. Even though it's 2 lanes, he's still causing issues. There's no reason for him to be stopping where he was. Just to ring up to ask for directions. I ain't having that. No.
We have an AMPR to Skoda Octavia in blue. There's definitely a clone, so there's a marker on there.
Naughty people use clones.
Mike 031 is obviously heading towards me now.
On the 56 from Bowden.
Mike Oscar 2-1. Well, I've just seen a blue Skoda. Couldn't confirm Octavia or Superb. It's just gone westbound, junction 11. Just turned now, just so you can catch up to it to confirm. You've got to be in it to win it. But he has got an head start on me.
Vehicles on cloned plates are often driven by serious criminals. Like this BMW on false plates being chased through Salford by Greater Manchester Police. The car is stolen, and in the dangerous pursuit through residential streets, the suspect runs red lights and drives on the wrong side of the road.
The vehicle is working out traffic.
All while hitting speeds of 150 miles per hour.
He may have had a collision with a vehicle.
After colliding with this red Corsa, the occupants make a run for it, before finally being arrested. The driver pleaded guilty to handling stolen goods, failing to stop, dangerous driving and driving without insurance, as well as possession of an offensive weapon. He was sentenced to 22 months in prison and received a 2-year driving ban.
Just for the log, I am advanced T-Pack in a unmarked suitable advanced vehicle.
Back on the M56, PC Nias Waddington is trying to catch up with a blue Skoda on cloned plates, while trying to keep a low profile in his unmarked car.
Oh, come on. I don't want to be putting your lights on.
So uniform 7-1, if you just pass where that last sighting was, please, I did miss it.
5 miles behind Nias, PC Mike Clark joins the chase.
Actually, one junction up, so we'll try and get with them, give them some support. So uniform 7-1, have you gone through junction 11 Nias or on the approach to?
Mike Oscar 2-1, I've committed through 11 and 12. Still no sign of it at this point. Oh, this is annoying, this. Mike Oscar 2-1, if I can have the air, the vehicle is on the off slip. Not sure if the vehicle is aware of my presence.
Now Nias has eyes on the suspect vehicle. Mike blew lights ahead of him to try and intercept the Skoda further along the motorway.
Now we've got a battle and try and get in front of it, if possible. Hogging lane 3 again. So the uniform 7-1, have we still got sight on this vehicle?
Mate, looks like one occupant on board the vehicle, identity unknown at this time.
Right, I think we're in the right spot.
Now ahead of the suspect car, Mike waits for it to pass.
Vehicle is 7-0, lane 1. I've got none for cover. I'm staying in lane 2 just in case it is seen if I'm mirroring. We're on the countdown boards now. 300, 200, 100.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, vehicle has committed past the on-slip. Stop.
Open the door.
Everyone loves a trip to the movies. And from the Italian Job to Splash.
Hey!
Our dashcam drive-in cinema is showing some classics. What you can't see won't hurt you in The Fog, Bambi, but thankfully no deer were harmed in this remake. The Birds. And finally, horror masterpiece, Scream. On the A55, PC Mike Clark,
yeah, it's there,
and PC Nias Waddington
Stop.
are pulling over a vehicle with suspected cloned plates.
Open the door. Open the door.
Out the vehicle!
Jump out for me, please. I'll tell you what's going on in a second. We suspect this is a clone vehicle, so just take a single vehicle.
Do you want to cuff him first? Sorry, where's your driving licence?
To the right of the steering
We'll sort this out in 1 second, my mate. Okay.
I'll find a new company car.
Right, okay. We'll sort it all out in 1 second, all right? Just sit tight. We'll get the vehicles moved over, and then we'll come and have a chat with you, okay?
Tango, mine.
Just checking for his driving licence.
So this is our suspected clone vehicle. He was quite surprised when he'd been stopped. He says it's a company vehicle, but we still need to do our checks.
The police cross-reference the unique vehicle identification number from the car's chassis with the registration information.
It's all in order on PNC. Not sure that's a registration error.
All right, so it's not what it purported to be. Oh well, a job which was, isn't.
It would appear that it's a registration error, so the garages have done their usual trick and stuck the wrong registration number on it, which hence why it's been duplicated with another car, and we were thinking it was a clone.
It does happen. Unfortunately, we don't know. So we have to do what we need to do. Attention to us, it was a clone.
The registration number is incorrect by just one letter.
Nobody's picked it up?
No, clearly not, because you meant to...
I suppose if I was a naughty boy, I would have run for it, but I thought I haven't done anything wrong, I'll be all right, and I am, so that's okay. It's the first time I've had handcuffs in the back of the cop car. But yeah, clerical error, I suppose we'd call it. I better tell the office. So, am I right in saying if I put a new number plate on, it'll be all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. Right.
Well, if you put the right number plate on...
Well, yeah.
You're all right with what happened, aren't you? Not initially.
I thought something was going on, and I was slowing, and I thought, hogging the outside lane.
Want me to write that
Because I'm a sales
down
rep,
for
and
you?
that annoys me.
For policing purpose, we can hog.
Hogging the lane.
Hogging the lane. So we stopped traffic, caused chaos for one letter. But no damage caused. He's smiling. He's happy. You know, he's tried on the Ansom's handcuffs.
Everyone's been thirsty at Knutsford, so I had to restock the tuck shop. Boys and girls of the RCU, well refreshed for the big jobs.
In Knutsford, PC Ian Cosgrove runs the Road and Crime Tuck Shop on a self-policing basis.
Cans are 50p, crisps 30p, and chocolate 40p. Pot noodles, £1. And if it's out of date, you can have it for free.
We're in a marked car today, so chances are everyone will be behaving when they see us. Stop doing what they're doing naughty, wait until we've driven past and carry on.
Mum.
Go ahead.
We've had a few calls referenced a manhole cover that's up on the 56. They're asking if we can assist westbound with the block.
Yes, we'll do. At 11 now, putting it on. Everyone thinks it's like something amazing. Half the time it's manhole covering the road. It's not open, it's like that. Dead happy. Oh, there they are. Hey up, mate.
Got half the manhole.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, no worries. There you go. I'm not used to this. It's messing with me feng shui, these massive cones. It's like a Harry Potter map.
With hundreds of items a day recovered from Britain's roads, you never know what might end up getting in your way on the motorway.
What the hell?
In Hull, a detached tyre decides to go the wrong way round a roundabout. And after deciding to take a stroll on one of Britain's busiest motorways, these feathered friends temporarily close down the M4 in Reading. Back on the Weaver Viaduct, PC Ian Cosgrove is trying to retrieve a broken manhole cover.
That hook a duck. Win a prize every time. No pressure. Right, we happy? Teamwork, innit? Highways and police. Right, I'll see you the next one, lad.
quite busy today, traffic. And we're going a nice 70, the vehicles in front of us are going 70, and a vehicle just did 2 undertakes in lane 2, so we're just sitting back and having a watch. I've said it now, so let's just behave. And we've got amber lights up there now, break down there, and then you've got someone having a break there. It's all going, today's busy.
Police emergency. I've just witnessed an RTA. He sort of swerved up the road and then he's at a lamppost. So I'm just speaking to the driver. Yeah. You just sit down. Just sit down, man. He's shot. Okay. I don't want to hurt himself.
MH Micros 14. Sorry, where was that?
I've got the M6 south, the 56 eastbound Link Road. Highways are on scene with a one vehicle RCC.
Roger. I'm 17 to 16, but I'll go down and come back up. There's going to be potential for further accidents, so we need to get there to help out as soon as we can. Yeah, I can see him now.
Right, are you okay?
Yeah. I've just lost control. All I remember is going over there and it literally ended up in here.
Did you stop, did you?
Yeah, I was behind him.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I was behind him. Just swerved a bit. That post.
Can you move your hand? Are you sure you do not want an ambulance here? Do you know roughly how fast you think you were going?
Going the speed limit.
Right, okay, yeah. Because you've been involved in a bump, we have the power to ask for roadside checks, basically, one of which is a drug wipe. Just stick your tongue out for me. That's it. Right, mate, that's fine, it's all clear. Listen, these things can be replaced, can't they? You're all right, you've walked out of it. That's the main thing, isn't it? Look, these things happen all the time, don't they? It's just
I do car accidents for a living.
Oh, do you? What do you mean? What do you do?
Car repairs.
Oh, so I bet you see cars all the time, don't you?
Never had a car accident.
But they happen, don't they? They happen, that's why we've got all this to keep you safe. You're walking here and I've got an ambulance here whisking you off, you know what I mean? You're all right. No, don't apologise. Don't be daft. The traumatic things. You're all right. You're okay. That's the main thing. So obviously very upset, but he's all right. That's the main thing. All this metal can be replaced. There's always a lot of emotions at bumps because your adrenaline's go in and then suddenly just a big drop and then you can get all sorts of emotions, angry, upset. I'll find out where it's going for you and then we'll get you to the services and just get a lift off you, mate. Yeah? Is that all right? Your buddy? Oh, they're getting it recovered, so I'm going to find out where it's going for you, okay?
So.
Don't worry, stop apologising. Are you going to report that, or do you want me to do that? It's all done?
They're all on the way.
Winner.
Yeah.
Winner. And anyone can be a victim of a serious road collision. And that's, if I'm honest, that's what's a bit scary about it, because anyone can be involved. You can be the best driver in the world, but something could happen alongside you that affects you. You just got to be so careful when you're driving.
this one to start with.
Yeah, because that one's definitely flat.
We've got in the car this morning and it's flashed up on the screen quite a few flat tyres, so recovery truck have just taken it off for us, and it's got a lovely big screw in the middle there.
Getting pumped up for her shift is PC Amy Hollis.
Got all four checks?
Yes, please. I just don't want to have a blowout at 150 odd miles an hour.
No!
Safety first, mate, safety first. You're an angel. You saved my life.
We broke down and slipped up.
Which lane are you in?
We're in the slow lane, but we can't move. The car's just cut out.
No problem. What I'm going to do, I'll put it on an emergency response, so our motorway team will come out to you there. Stay inside your vehicle if it's not safe to get out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Do you want me to start making to the A55?
The breakdown is on a busy dual carriageway connecting Cheshire to North Wales.
Usually on the motorway, you've got a hard shoulder, matrix boards that can advise of something ahead, but on the A55 there's none of that. So pretty dangerous. That's why it's important that we get there. Where are you going? Don't stop there. I can't get past you and the car that's turning right. Sometimes it's just people trying to be helpful, but they're not.
Everyone's in a hurry nowadays. And our roads are no different. This car's clearly late for a very important date. While this bike risks shaving time off his life, as well as his journey. But bad driving like this rarely gets you there any quicker.
Wow!
This vehicle's got a few kids out the car, so I'll be with them shortly.
In Chester, PC Amy Hollis is responding to a live lane breakdown on the A55.
We are putting a lane 1 closure on. So I've got my arrows on. It's a bit of an awkward place, but just keep up a little bit more. Don't get out in the roads, just stay where you are. You can see cars just flying up behind us.
Amy needs to quickly divert traffic in lane 1 away from this stranded vehicle.
Hello, you okay? So, what's the problem?
We were just driving from Chester Zoo, and then the car just cut out. Baby in tow, 2 kids. Panic. Kids have been crying, baby needs feeding. It's just a bit of a nightmare, really.
Do you have your own recovery? No. Okay, if I get recovery, they'll come out. How was Chester Zoo?
Lovely.
Yeah. Are these new? What are they called?
Mine's called Jenny.
Jenny the giraffe. Love it. And who's this? Oh my goodness! He seems happy enough, doesn't he? Oh, he is so cute.
So his dad's on his way to pick him up. None of them are mine. I'd come as a friend, and we ended up Chester Zoo, and then on the bypass broke down.
Just a bit of excitement, isn't it?
We just panicked more than anything because of where it was.
Yeah, from round there you can't see it. So you'd have cars coming right up behind you.
And then a big lorry come and I thought,
shot.
and it was so close and I thought, right, I need to get out of the car.
No, you did well getting to here. So Dad are going to come pick baby up and I think they should be here any second.
So there's Dad.
I've got that.
It's quite precarious, this, isn't it? Right, I'm ready, mate, yeah. It'd just be nice with a bit of a Prosecco or something on here now, would be alright.
Come on, recovery. I need a wee. I need a wee. Need a wee. Yes, arrested them, recover the car, take the family where they need to go, and we'll bring our home to once we've done that. Going in the back. All right, guys, take care. What do you mean finished? I never started. This is just my face. These cones don't get any lighter. I think when they saw me, they were really relieved. They were advised to remain in the vehicle by the operator when they called the police. But the position where their vehicle was, they could quite easily climb across and be on the grass verge. I'm happy for them to have done that. No one got hurt, no vehicles were specifically damaged, and there was no crashes caused as a result of it, so I couldn't really ask for more, to be honest.
That dog's driving. They've got a licence.
Showing a dogged approach to police work is PC Ian Cosgrove.
When I joined the traffic, the roads crime unit, I was told you're going to start working on the motorway and it's the most dangerous job the police can do. And it is. You have to stay calm in this job, calm and collected. No use panicking. If you call the police and you just got a bump of a panic, you'd be a bit like, what's going on here?
Police emergency.
Been a possible severe accident. The central reservation's all in the motorway.
Police emergency. How many vehicles involved?
3.
Police emergency.
Seeing a car go on the opposite side of the road.
Wrong side of the motorway.
Yeah.
Patrols, of course, this vehicle's gone through the central reserve.
Oh, Christ.
And is now travelling westbound on the eastbound.
Probably the one call you do not want to hear. Potentially, if there's a car coming the other way, it's the most dangerous thing we're going to come across. 110 miles per hour. Tactic to try and end it is ram it.
With potentially devastating consequences, a vehicle heading the wrong way at high speeds is a terrifying prospect for any motorist. Dashcam captures the shocking moment a car drives completely the wrong way down the motorway, forcing the other driver to quickly change lanes. After colliding head-on into another vehicle, the driver of this stolen car continues the wrong way through the Blackwall Tunnel in East London, causing several cars to swerve out of the way. The driver was found guilty of dangerous driving and conspiracy to burgle and received a 4-year prison sentence. And this drink driver takes the M25 in the wrong direction at night, heading for oncoming traffic in the outside lane. Surrey police approach her head-on and prepare to ram the car.
On my impact.
Thankfully, the driver stops just in time. She pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, driving without a licence, failing to provide a sample and assaulting emergency workers. She was sentenced to 12 months in prison and disqualified from driving for 3 years and 6 months. Back on the M56, PC Ian Cosgrove is on the hunt for a driver who has crashed into the central reservation and continued the wrong way down the motorway.
Are you aware there's 2 vehicles on the hard shoulder as well?
No, no, no. Yeah, I'll go to 10 and then turn round.
Right, receipt.
With no sign of a vehicle driving towards him, Ian heads to the scene of the crash.
There's a build-up here of traffic. So I've got a rolling road on because there might be some debris in there. So the best thing to do here is I'll just stop the motorway completely and we'll just go from there. No, what? Stay there. Stay there for me. MH Mike Sierra 14. The Onco barrier's into lane 3. I'm just going to go speak to the vehicles that are here and try and gather what's occurred. Hello? Is everyone all right? Right, what's going on?
So, came flying down here.
Yeah.
Jumped the central reservation.
Yeah.
Came across, smashed into the barrier on that side.
Yeah.
I ran down to see him.
Yeah. Have they then gone down here?
No, they turned round in Motorway.
Oh, go on, come this way.
But the front of the car is absolutely wrecked.
A traffic camera confirms the eyewitness account. A pickup truck drifts left across the slip road and into a barrier. It then veers back across the motorway, hitting the central reservation. Miraculously, it avoids the 2 oncoming vehicles before performing a complete U-turn, causing vehicles to swerve, and then finally heading off.
A bit scary, wasn't it?
It was like Joseph Hazard. So lucky he didn't kill anybody.
Just stay, don't move! Don't go in this lane! No! Stay in lane 2! Stay in lane 2! There's some of his bumper, and I think this is what's probably helped him get over is his fancy bumper guard. That's probably what potentially saved his life. The driver of that truck has been incredibly lucky to cross 3 carriageways over the central barrier and then miss 2 to 3 vehicles by millimetres and still be pretty much here to tell the tale and get away from the scene is beyond me. It could have been a completely different story tonight. We could have had a massive pile-up, people seriously injured and potentially fatalities on the road, but he's managed to miss them by millimetres and then carry on his journey. So I am thankful that everyone's okay, and how they've all escaped not being injured is beyond me.
If you have any dashcam clips you think could feature in the next series of Motorway Cops, Catching Britain's Speeders, send them along with your contact details to contact us at purpleproductions.co.uk.